I'm like scattered in here. So it's actually it's at least interesting, I think, to look at. And by the way, if you're not watching us on YouTube, I expect 1,000 damn people on there right now. Go to YouTube/ESPN LA, and I want to see 1,000 people watching the Mason and Ireland show on YouTube.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Today at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
Hey, baseball fans, ready to swing for the fences? It's ESPN LA's Legends Launch, presented by our friends at Legends Attic. Part of All-Star Friday night, step up to the plate and take your shot at launching as many baseballs as you can into the home run zone. Spots are limited, so grab your bat and go to ESPNLA.com right now to sign up. Bring the heat and showcase your legendary swing at our All-Star Friday night event on July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex. Reserve your spot now thanks to Legends Attic, the ultimate sports fans' dream destination.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Here we go, Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side?
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Happy birthday, baby.
How about that? Happy birthday. I'm going to leave it up to you, Em, if you would like to tell everybody what number it is. Happy birthday to producer Emily.
Happy birthday!
It's 29.
29.
Last one before I turned 30.
29. Imagine being 29 again, DeMarco. Be pretty fun.
I could. Yes,
pretty good.
It was a good year.
29's not bad at all.
It was a very good year.
29.
Yes.
How you were 5-6 years in your NFL career at that point?
I was just crowned champion at 29.
Oh,
it was
let's
a
go.
Great year.
That must be
on
nice.
top of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're almost to 30. You know stuff. You know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Does that
Would love to be a millionaire, but
Well, sure, we all would have. That's
life. You know what you don't know now, right?
I mean, obviously, still have a lot to learn, but I do feel like, so I've been here in LA for 4 years, coming up at the end of this month, and I'm just like, I'm a very different person than the 25-year-old that came here, and so
that means you're doing it right.
Done a lot of growing.
That means you're doing it right. You don't want to be the same at 29 you were at 25. You don't need to want to be the same at 35 that you were at 29. You got to keep learning.
And then my life ends at 30.
Yes.
And so
you
this
cross
is great.
40 and you say everything they taught me was bull.
Yeah.
Right.
How did they trick me into this?
Right.
They told me this is what you're supposed to do, and what the hell happened?
What the hell?
Travis, as someone in their 8th decade of life.
Yes, thank you.
What does each decade bring? How would you characterize, I guess, like post 10? Like teens, 20s, 30s?
As a general sense.
Yeah.
Each decade you understand yourself a little better. You understand what more so than what you're good at, what maybe you're not good at, where your blind spots are, where you kind of miss some things along the way. Like I've gotten this wrong so many times before. This is not my area of expertise. And you kind of focus in on those. And I think the best thing, and I'm sure we've all heard this, but it really doesn't start to land until you get a little bit older.
Yeah.
Don't sweat the little things. And almost everything is a little thing.
It's all little things.
Yeah, it's almost all little things.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
When you look back. If I could do it in sports, like auto racing. Dragster, when I'm a teenager. I'm just flying out of the gate, right? Then NASCAR.
Okay.
I can kind of hold this thing on the track, but I'm going to bump everybody on the way by. Then IndyCar, kind of the same thing, but still a little
more
bumpy.
cautious.
Then F1, now it's on rails. I got this. Now I'm in Winnebago mode. I'm just chilling.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Gets you there, gets where you need to go.
From here on out, yes,
and
sir.
you're going to enjoy the ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look around.
Yeah,
and
you might stop once in a while.
Look at all the stuff I have now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Stuff both. Hey, look at all the stuff and look at all the stuff I got.
Dad,
I got some stuff.
Dad.
What are you going to do for your birthday?
I'm going to tonight. My old roommate Esteban's coming up, and
What up, Esteban?
we're gonna go to see a movie at the Vidiots in Eagle Rock. They're showing the producers, like the original producers, with, like Gene Wilder and. I have seen the remake of the producers. I was in the producers in a musical theater aspect, so excited to see that. I haven't seen the original before, and we're gonna go to the Capri Club beforehand, which is a cool little bar in Eagle Rock.
What will you get to drink?
Probably an espresso martini before the movie to keep myself awake.
Did you really?
I almost ordered one the other day.
You have to.
But I was having fish and chips.
No, it's not the right color. You got to get a beer with fish and chips.
I almost had one.
Honestly, I don't know what food. I guess like a dessert would pair well.
It's an after dinner drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a you're gonna go out drink.
Yeah. Like if you are. Do you have a sweet tooth? Okay.
Bro.
Yeah. So you get like a piece of cake, piece of pie, something like that.
Later, but not with fish and chips.
And then post movie, we're gonna go to my favorite like brewery in LA. So like my first neighborhood I lived here is by far my favorite neighborhood that I lived in LA.
Is that the one that Celine and I helped you move out of?
Yeah, it's in Highland Park-ish area between Highland Park and Eagle Rock, and it's off York Boulevard, and it's my favorite place to go out, and I just was like, this would be fun to do, and so gonna do that, and my only request from Esteban is I do not drive. That's the only idea. I don't want to be behind the wheel of a car besides coming to work.
Do you do that? Do you go by places where you used to live?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Like take a tour of your life?
So Yeah. If I'm close to a place I used to live, I will detour by the old place.
Just to drive by it. 100%. You got memories in there, right?
100%.
I just took my daughter. So my mom came. We all went out. We went by La Boo-Boo's, whatever. We had this West Covina. We're at this.
Did you say buy La Boo-Boo's?
Yeah, because there was a pop-up market.
Oh my God!
It was a pop-up market. Mighty wanted to go.
It's another thing that kids want.
Buy La Boo-Boo?
La Boo-Boo.
They're like these little
Those
animals.
are the stuffed animal things, right? Bro. The $60 stuffed animals.
$60 stuffed
60,
animals.
Depends. Yeah.
It's a stuffed animal for
$60. That has a kilo keychain ring.
Is something you buy?
Stuffed thing sewn together in a shape. $60. And they got to have more than one.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
Sorry.
So yesterday, not yesterday, but last week we drove by the old neighborhood. Like we told Maite, look, it's literally right there by the West Covina Sportsplex. Yeah. So I grew up around that area, so I took her into an apartment complex where we used to live. Maite and my mom hadn't been there in years, right? So we're telling Maite, like, I grew up here. We used to play ball here, so I'm driving around. This was the bus route where I used to go to school. We go by my old junior high, my high school, and then eventually we get home, and she's like, you went to that school? You went to that high school?
Yep.
How'd you get back home? I used to walk home. I used to do this.
Right.
She was all amazed. She's all amazed.
It's so funny you talk about walking home. So I grew up on the west side of town. Like when I first went to school, we were like in Cheviot Hills, Melrose area. Over there. No, this was not Arcadia. This was West LA. Okay, and I walked from our house to school to kindergarten.
5 years old.
By myself. And crossed Robertson Boulevard to get there.
Damn.
Different time, bro.
By myself.
Different time.
Walked to school at 5 years old and crossed Robertson Boulevard.
But you're here.
Hell no. I walked my kid to high school.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And here, take a phone. Call me if anything happens.
Damn right. Take this bear spray.
My mom was telling me a funny story one time. I'm like, I can't believe you let me do that. She goes, you want to hear what else we used to do to keep you quiet when you would go to bed? I'm like, okay, what else?
Chloroform?
They would put me to bed, not chloroform. Chloroform might have been safer than what they actually did.
Oh, my God.
They would put me in bed for the night. Okay, I'm 3 years old, whatever it is, in my crib.
Yeah.
Okay, and they would give me a whole apple to eat by myself, no baby monitor, just in there. When I was done, I would throw the apple core out of the crib. I could have choked to death, and no one would hear me.
Well,
I'm 3 years old. I don't know how to
You didn't?
I know. And they're like, they're fine.
Oh my God, that's how they got you to sleep?
Yeah.
God, that's funny.
They're like, they knew if I was eating, I'd be quiet, and then I would eat the apple.
And now we have 7 different cameras in every crib and everywhere.
That's better than I thought you were going to say. Like, they're going to tie you up.
No. They would
rub some scotch on your gums.
Shove food in my mouth and close the door.
That's the best of all possible worlds. Yes, that's good. Wow.
My mom loves to share this story about me. Speaking of as a baby, so my parents I had my older sister already, so she's 2 years old. They're taking me home from the hospital. It is early June in Virginia, so it's hot outside. Probably high 80s at times, and this is like a one-story home, not a huge home, but my parents are like, bring us home. They have a toddler, they have a newborn, and the AC has gone out in our house, and just so happened to happen as my mom was coming home from the hospital.
Ooh.
And so they are just like, what we're gonna do? Who knows if she's gonna be able to sleep? I slept for like 8 hours that night as a newborn coming home from the hospital.
Wow.
My mom loves to tell that
blessing
story.
to your parents at that point.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love that.
Because of your children, do you have bad sleepers?
I tell you what, this is going to sound bad. Both wives, both of them, they were good about schedules.
Okay.
So my daughter now, the 10-year-old, has been on the same schedule since she came home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's a thing we could do. If we shut out the light and turn on this sound machine, she will just fall right out. Yeah. It's almost crazy how we do that. But that's nuts. Wow.
I want to circle back to something you said a second ago. You said you had fish and chips the other night.
Yeah.
Which are terrific.
They're pretty good, too.
It's the best. Even bad fish and chips is pretty good.
But don't order at a movie theater, as some people do at the Alamo Draft House.
I've never done that.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
It's smelly. It's fish.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
If you want fish and chips at the movies, get fish and chips
I
at the
will,
movies.
but it's a whole menu, right? It's on there, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
So you kind of know if you're sitting next to me, there may be some fish and chips smell.
I don't need vinegar and fish and chips.
But you saw it on the menu. It's an option. You just didn't choose it. I chose it.
No,
Don't get
thank
mad at
you.
me because it's there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I love fish and chips. Yeah.
Did you said you considered a espresso martini?
It was
Okay.
there. I'm like, this is my opportunity.
You did not get it.
Did not.
You got a beer?
He ordered me Belgian something dark, 11%.
You need that's a big bold beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because
beer with fish and chips is like it
was awesome.
You have to have it,
and it was an Irish joint too. So
then you're in the right spot.
Great spot. Yeah.
Did they give you those weird, funky little Irish English chips, or did they give you American fries?
American fries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the English chips are annoying. They're they're little nubs.
I don't like those.
I don't like that either.
Well, English food in general, you should probably avoid.
Cut the potato longer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
it makes sense.
They taste fine,
Yeah.
but cut it in a longer piece.
It was good.
And you know what I got yesterday? I got a very early birthday gift in the form of I have a Super Bowl winning quarterback as my quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
I don't
did
know.
I tell you?
Yeah.
Right before minicamp. Good.
Yeah.
See, I
said it'll be there next week.
It's still in there. That football player, the guy that we all knew and loved before he went left on this crazy nonsense, he's still in there. He came before minicamp.
Well, if you're a Steeler fan, you hope so.
He still wants to play.
Yeah, I think so.
If he came after, if he stretched this out until after minicamp, I would doubt him completely.
Yeah.
He still wants to be here. He wants to win.
I tell you guys why I had the feeling of like, sure, let's see it. You know, I'm at this stage of acceptance. I've gone through all the stages of I know Aaron Rodgers is going to be my quarterback this coming season, but why I'm cautiously optimistic about him, though I will crash out several times during the season, so be prepared for that. But the Steelers have had the least amount of touchdowns in the NFL since 2021.
That's wild. Not Carolina or
No.
Cleveland or one of the
And they've made
Pittsburgh.
they made the
they're
playoffs
good.
every year. They're good every year because their defense is good and they just happen to win out games. But hopefully Aaron
Since
will change
2021?
this. Yes.
How many have they given up? I bet it's close because that seems like it's such Mike Tomlin ball.
It feels like they win
Yes.
every game 17-14.
That's such Mike Tomlin ball.
They've won several games with Chris Boswell kicking like 6 field goals.
Yeah.
Like I'm just praying to
14
God,
to 10.
hoping that
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers will be
Yeah.
at least better than Russell Wilson.
So it's
Ugh.
still in there, and I mean, you can stop right there because he's still 42. Now, there's still some issues. I hope he actually makes it physically,
Yeah.
through this process and stays healthy. But, like I said, that guy still wants to play. So I think half this is an act.
I think what you're feeling about feeling good in the touchdowns and what you've been saying for a while, and we'll see if this is right or accurate or true or whatever, it's Aaron Rodgers. His stuff, put it over there. Like it, dislike it, doesn't matter. It's Aaron Rodgers. And we've seen him operate at the very highest level. Maybe it's in there, maybe it's not. But when you get a guy that is a guy, you can't help but be like, hey, man, this might work. It's Aaron Rodgers.
It would be awesome. This is just me. If you could pick a perfect world. If Mike Tomlin could just flip him the keys and say, you guys got the offense, I'll just focus on this side of the ball and lock everybody up, then you got something going. That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Could you do that? And maybe we can come back and talk about this a little bit. That do what you described, or does Aaron Rodgers, I know he knows the football part of it. I know that he knows the chessboard, right?
Right.
I understand that. I don't question that at all. I get that.
We'll get into this.
But does he have the leadership ability to get guys to buy into what it is that he's doing? We'll do that. We got NBA Finals. I told you it was going to be great. Told you it was going to be great. Jorge had a day at Dodger Stadium yesterday, and we are celebrating Em's birthday. We got a draft, an Emily-themed draft coming up as well. It's all coming up. It's Travis DeMarco. 710 ESPN. Let me remind you again that Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap on Wednesday, next Wednesday, June 11th, for a live broadcast and an LA versus San Diego watch party starting at 12 o'clock at Islands in West Covina. We'll be talking baseball, repping LA Pride, and soaking up all of the SoCal vibes, all from the Islands at 139 Barranca Avenue. That's in West Covina. LA takes on South-South, and we'll be enjoying great food and cold drinks all afternoon long. That's Wednesday, June 11th at Islands Restaurant. Fine burgers and drinks, and let it be known, I got through my first read of the day and didn't get it wrong. Success. We're off on a great start on a Emily
you got
birthday
the right
Friday.
mix.
You know what the mix is? A lot of coffee and a burrito the size of a shoebox.
I will say the bad line is not there. So
I'm aware of what was in the read, Emily. I'm fully aware of what was in there. Did you see how big that burrito was?
I didn't see it. No.
Holy smoke.
I didn't see the burritos. I'm trying not to see the burritos.
It was good.
Yes.
But half, let me just tell you, half is your friend if you decide to go in, because I did a whole.
Are you hurting right now?
Oh, Doug.
Dude.
You disappoint me, Jorge.
DeMarco's disappointment in Jorge coming up next.
All right, everybody, it is Friday. Sedano and Cap are ready to take over the bike. The Bicycle Casino, Park West, man. 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. We got a $10,000 blackjack tournament, the first time we're ever doing this. We're going live from 3 to 6. Cards start going down at 7. I can't wait to see everybody out there. Right after Mason and Ireland, we come on to the air, and then 7 o'clock, we play blackjack. We'll see you at the Park West Bicycle Casino. Get ready to party on a Friday with Sedano and Cap.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Mark your calendars, SoCal. The High Desert Beer and Wine Festival returns to the Palmdale Amphitheater on Saturday, June 21st from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sample craft brews from regional breweries, sip fine wines, and enjoy tasty food trucks while rocking out to live performances from Eve 6, DJ A1, and some of the best cover bands around. It's the tastiest party of the summer. Tickets available at highdesertbeerandwinefest.com. General admission and VIP options available. That's highdesertbeerandwinefest.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, commissions, open houses, or costly repairs. They'll give you a fair cash offer with no surprises. One seller said, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was faster, easier, and more rewarding than listing my house. The offer matched my expectations, and the process was stress-free." Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text DIG to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful Fed incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text DIG to 42424. That's DIG to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
To you, say what?
Yours is coming up too, right?
9th.
The 9th. Oh,
Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Monday.
Bro, they're beating me up at home because I'm not so excited about birthdays. I don't really get...
Same here, bro.
Yeah, I don't get crazy over my birthday. Do you? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I get crazy over your birthday.
The older we get, and especially unless it's a big round number, it's like whatever.
Something
like if you turn 75, sure, big deal. Turn 60, big deal. But if you turn 54, 39, it's like
39.
29.
I do think it's nice to have the people in your life celebrate you.
Of
So
course.
like to let them do that.
Yeah.
You know,
one of these times I would love to walk into one of those big. I'm not saying don't do this, but just one of these big surprise parties. Where
has nobody ever
where
thrown
they
you a
fake
surprise
you
party?
out, nobody cares about me, and surprise, and you drop dead of a heart attack.
I've had Susan threw me a surprise 30th birthday.
Did you enjoy it?
I very much so.
Okay.
And I had no idea it was coming until 3 minutes before. I'm like, hey, something's up.
Oh.
So
what tipped you off?
My buddy John and I, it was like on a Saturday, we go to play golf. And he picks me up, and we go play golf, and we're on the golf course for several hours and whatnot. And we play, and we're coming home. We're coming back to my place. He's going to drop me off. And he calls Susan and says, hey, we're almost home. Do you need me to swing by the store? Trav and I were thinking of having a couple of beers or anything. Was there beer at that? Like one of those things.
Never happened.
That's weird that he just called her.
Okay.
That's really weird. Like, and the antenna went up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
okay. And
we may have to jump you over that.
yeah,
that's bad.
But it was one of those. Why is he calling her to ask if it's like? Yeah, something's up.
That was your first inkling that something's up?
The only inkling.
Oh, okay.
And then when I got and then I was kind of like, are there cars in the street? No. Like it didn't look weird at all. And then you come through and there's everybody.
One of these days I like to have it.
Have you thrown one for someone else?
No.
I've thrown one time. And it was for Chandler, and it was when we were in college. But it was like we went out to dinner, and I was texting. Or she could tell like I was texting people more than I normally am, and I was like, she kind of knew at the end. But it's a fun thing. It's a fun little surprise to do.
Sopranos, when Uncle Junior ruined Carmelo's dad's surprise birthday, I hated him after that.
Hugo DeAngelis.
Hated him. That was just so
Well,
mean.
it was done entirely out of malice.
Just malice, right?
Yeah.
You old mean person.
I can't stand that someone else will experience pleasure. I would like to ruin that for them.
Oh, my God. Choke on that grape.
A separate one, Mad Men, when Roger spoils it because him and his wife at the time are arguing outside the door. He's like, oh, dang it.
Oh, crazy. So I'm thinking, right, to Rogers to the point real quick.
Yeah.
So you said, can a coach just do that? Yeah, you can with a guy like him. He's basically an institution, Aaron Rodgers. He's the coordinator. He's the coach. He can basically coach your offense. 42 years old. Mm-hmm. He may be older than some of your coaches.
Sure.
So here's what I would do if you're Mike Tomlin, or an example of what I mean by flipping him the keys, is, look, I don't need you to be anything special. All I need you to do is improve upon what we did last season, and I'll take care of the rest. The Steelers gave up 49 sacks. Okay, you can't take sacks. I don't care what happens. If the play's not there, throw it to the sideline. We just can't take sacks. Punt, we'll play defense. The last guy didn't get that. We took too many. They lost 343 yards to sacks last year. Let me
just interject very quickly. He took a buttload of sacks in New York last year.
Didn't throw the ball away.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if he's trying to solve that problem, maybe he's not the right guy for that.
So we're watching tape. See this right here? We don't need this.
Okay.
If it's not there, I don't care. You don't have to make a play. Throw it to the sideline. The other thing, don't turn it over. I don't need you to be a hero. You don't have to throw it through a keyhole to make a play.
Right.
If it's there, hit it. If it's not there, throw it to the sideline, punt, and play defense. I'm sure he's going to be way more accurate than anybody who's played there in the last 10 years.
How many times? Let me see here.
And
how many times do you think that can't be right?
What?
That can't be right. I'm going to read this to you. I have to be misinterpreting
this. And this is from ESPN?
This is from ESPN. It says, Tomlin also repeatedly emphasized mobility as a coveted quarterback trait, yet his new signal caller took 40 sacks and rushed 34 times for 94 yards last. Did he get sacked 40 times last year?
Trying to move around. Yeah.
40's a ton.
It's a lot. It's a lot. That's what I mean. Look, you don't have to be that guy.
Yeah, okay.
Toss it to the sideline. Go Eli Manning, chuck and duck. If it's not there, live to fight another down.
Okay.
What we can't have is turnovers and sacks. Can you do that? Yes, sir. Good. I'll go handle defense and special teams, and we'll win. The running game, I'll handle.
Yeah.
When I call
yeah,
it.
he was sacked 40 times. I looked at Pro Football Reference.
When I call it, give it. If it's there to throw it. If not, throw it out of bounds. And live that way.
Will people follow him? Like his offensive teammates, will they automatically accept him as their leader because of who he is and the resume he has?
You'll follow Tomlin more if you get that guy to fall in line.
Okay.
It won't be following Rodgers. You will because he's the quarterback. He's the signal caller. You have to. That's just how football goes.
Right.
But if Mike Tomlin can keep a lid on him and keep him focused inside, you'll get more of a buy-in from everyone else in the room.
So when we were doing Rams All Access, not All Access, what did we do? Rams Revealed the other day. And you were down on the stage, and AK and I were up in the mezzanine kind of doing a show. And after you were done talking with people, a handful of them would come up and talk with us. And in particular, Kevin Dodson and Steve Avila went on and on and on and on in a good way about how special it was to play with Matthew Stafford, about the level of expertise, the level of performance, the leadership qualities, the toughness, all of these things. And you could tell it wasn't just they're singing from the hymnal. They felt it.
Right.
Like they felt it. It was real. And I can't help but think that is an incredibly valuable thing to have in a football team where everybody, not only do I know you're a great player, but I respect you. I love you. I will follow you.
Yeah.
I admire you. I want to protect you because I think you're special, as opposed to, yeah, you're pretty good. I guess you've been around a long time. And that's what I'm getting at. Will he get any of that based on who he is?
When you start playing with him, yes.
Yeah.
When you get out there on the field and he starts working that magic, or when things are going bad, or he audibles to something that you had no idea about, and you were like, dude, wow, you're great at this. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this. Stafford, same way.
Okay.
He'll come out with a check or some sort of audible, or we're going to keep this play on even though they told us not to run it into this look. Because why? I trust Rob is going to protect my back, and he'll say that to everyone right in the huddle.
Yeah.
I trust Rob. We can get this done. Ready, break.
Yeah.
And then it happens. Your confidence
and it works.
And it works. And you go to a whole new level. That guy becomes like a magician. It's amazing. Once they get on the field, that leadership will show. It has to.
And there's an intellectual connection and there's an emotional connection. And Stafford has both. Stafford has both this guy is a quarterback genius, and man, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Those aren't the same. They're cousins, but they're not the same thing. I think you'll get the intellectual, man, that guy really knows what he's doing with Rodgers. I don't know if it's I'll fight to the death to protect him because I love him.
He's got a whip, man. I mean, that's the other thing. I don't know if you've ever played with a guy that's been so good at what he does. It's like, we got the best guy going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the advantage every single Sunday, regardless of who's over there. It just lifts confidence everywhere.
And every season you're going to lose games. You're probably going to lose 5 to 10 to more than that games.
You lose 7, you still got a chance to make the playoffs.
Exactly. So I'm worried. The thing mainly I'm worried about is that when they lose games, when they will lose games, is where the blame goes. Because as a leader, you should put it on yourself like the Rams do. Matthew Stafford, at least in the media, puts it on himself. Sean puts it on himself. And then they take accountability. I am worried about Rodgers as a leader not taking accountability for what he does wrong.
This could be the best year of your life as a Steeler fan, and for most of the Steeler fans I know in the Mike Tomlin era. Because if this blows up, he's out. Because that's where the blame's going to go.
He being Tomlin?
Oh, yeah. It's going to go right to him.
Blame's going to go on him, though, with a 1-year deal for Rodgers?
It's a 1 year, and you held up everything waiting for this one guy. This is the guy you wanted. It's basically you're handpicking your quarterback.
So how long Tomlin been there? 15, 20 years? Something long time.
And this could be the one that finally kicks him over, where you say, I could care less about the non-losing seasons.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I'd see.
You didn't take a QB in the draft. You waited for this dude, and it blows up. Not only does it blow up, it goes left. He's on TV trashing you.
Yeah.
Or he's on TV saying, I could care less. I hate this environment. It's just really, really bad.
Interesting.
This could be the year.
I see more potentially a revision of their ethos as a team. So maybe not that Tomlin gets canned, but that they change up their GM. They change up something with the way that they choose players, because right now I even saw a story that they're maybe interested in Kyle Pitts, and like it's not going to make a difference. But the past couple of years, all they've been doing is kind of taking chances on veteran players that maybe won't work out.
This will be how many years in a row they got a new guy in week 1?
This will be, I believe, 4th year in a row that they will have a new QB week 1. And so
that's not good.
They've been throwing stuff at the wall, and it's nothing has stuck.
I refuse to believe that Kyle Pitts forgot how to play football.
That is weird.
It's just they don't know how to use him, or something is just not.
Something disconnect.
Because he's talented, super talented.
But it just, poof, gone.
Yeah, it just some guys just don't translate or just don't work. Yeah.
Jorge, you did not get off the hook. I remember that DeMarco said he is disappointed in you, and I want to find out why. That's coming up next. And a reminder again that you can join Sedano and Cap tonight at Park West Bicycle Casino in the city of Bell Gardens for the first ever Cappy Blackjack Tournament. Broadcast starts at 3. Cap, Beto, Morales, producer Lindsay, they're all going to be there. Tournament begins at 7 sharp, so get ready for a party for the Cappy Blackjack Tournament tonight at the Park West Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens. Jorge let DeMarco down. You're a bad guy, Jorge. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
After a game 1 for the ages.
Shot up good with 0.3 of a second to go. Haliburton does it again.
The Thunder try to tie it up with the Pacers, game 2 of the NBA Finals. Sunday, coverage starts at 4 p.m. Thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And Chumba Casino and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. Hear it on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Your home for the NBA Finals.
Do you know a high school senior who's a true all-star on the field, in the classroom, and in the community? ESPN LA, along with Rotolo Chevrolet and Capozio Buick GMC, is proud to present the All-Star Student Program. We're honoring 5 incredible seniors with a $500 scholarship and an exclusive VIP experience at ESPN LA's All-Star Friday Night. Nominate your standout student today at ESPNLA.com. Brought to you by Rotolo Chevrolet, the #1 Chevy dealer in the West region, 13 years in a row in California once again. Hey, baseball fans, ready to swing for the fences? It's ESPN LA's Legends Launch, presented by our friends at Legends Attic. Part of All-Star Friday Night, step up to the plate and take your shot at launching as many baseballs as you can into the home run zone. Spots are limited, so grab your bat and go to ESPNLA.com right now to sign up. Bring the heat and showcase your legendary swing at our All-Star Friday Night event on July 11th at West Covina Sportsplex. Reserve your spot now thanks to Legends Attic, the ultimate sports fans' dream destination.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Pick me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
The Home Depot has fast, free delivery on the perfect gift to help Dad do more this Father's Day. Because Dad is more than just a dad. He's groundskeeper of the yard, the perfecter of the patio, and the cleaner of the clippings. Power Dad's doing with Ryobi cordless outdoor power tools from the Home Depot. Like the Ryobi 40-volt string trimmer kit for $159. For everything Dad is, find the perfect gift at the Home Depot. Subject to availability, see homedepot.com/delivery for more details.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ. That's JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I am setting you up, my homeboy.
Me?
Yeah. You know, we're golfing at Pechanga, right? On the 12th.
Yep.
That is set in stone.
I'm in.
A few X's to I's to dot. T's to
I's
cross.
to dot and T's to cross.
You don't cross X's, do you?
Yeah, I guess you do.
We can make that a thing. You have to cross the X's.
Let's add
Thank
X.
you very much.
Yeah.
So I got two guys coming to, beat you.
Oh.
Yeah. My brother and Eddie. Eddie's a golf pro. Well, he's a golf teacher. Not a golf pro, a golf teacher.
How old is Eddie?
Eddie is 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often? Because golf teachers sometimes will not play a ton of golf because they're busy teaching a lot of golf.
Yes.
How often does Eddie play golf?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
He talks about golf like you and John and Mario talk about golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm bringing people.
Great.
I cannot wait to see this matchup.
I mean, there's a chance I could lose, but there's also a chance I might not.
I don't care if you lose. I want to see you compete. I want to see the face.
I feel like Travis, I mean, I've seen some versions of your competitive side. I think you're not a showy person.
Yeah.
You're kind of locked in.
Yeah.
When you're competing, you're kind of locked in, and if you win, you're not going to be like, heck yeah.
No, I'm just going to know that I beat you.
Exactly. You're stealthier.
Okay. Well, I mean, depending on how you want to lose, we're getting there. I just want to see how you compete.
Yeah,
this is fun. Yeah, and I want to see that thing come out in my brother too.
No, I'm
seen
sure
that in a
he's
while.
competitive. You've told me stories about.
What's your brother like when he wins or loses?
He's a good winner or a loser.
Yeah.
He's
gracious.
He's a sportsman.
Yeah.
But during that competition, it's blood, it's war. That's his thing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in South Carolina right now, Myrtle Beach.
Playing golf?
Playing golf.
Oh. Myrtle Beach.
So I'm bringing people for you, my man.
I can't wait.
I am driving the carts. I am mixing
You're
the
the
drinks.
bartender?
I'm the bartender. And I
pause
will be the recorder, the reporter.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. So the variable that I need to clarify in my own mind is does Mario like to have a few drinks while he plays golf?
Okay, what did he say? Yesterday he missed all his birdie putts, and when he misses birdie putts, he has a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
one of you.
Okay.
He's one of the
Say no
he's
more.
You. Okay.
What's the other guy's? Eddie?
Eddie.
What about Eddie?
Same thing.
Okay.
And I didn't tell you my secret. Eddie's Korean.
Okay.
Eddie golfs all the time.
Okay.
And he's one of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't like to lose.
That's fine.
Okay, this is going to be good. See, I love to see.
Yeah. No, I'm not that worried about this.
I love this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
But I want to make sure that we're all operating with the same variables. Because if I'm going to go play golf,
you're all good.
Okay.
I want to do post-match or pre-match interviews, post-match interviews, after-shot interviews, and have some fun. This is going to be good.
I love this.
Me too.
Yeah.
I am so geeked for this. Even more so than the seat. Anyway, yeah.
I want to go back to your brothers in Myrtle Beach. Have anybody been to Myrtle Beach?
I have not.
Never.
It is Galveston of South Carolina. It is
not if you're a golfer.
Not if you're a golfer, but I went for spring break and not spring break, for beach week after college, and it's like where all my friends got arrested for carrying drinks in the streets.
Oh,
clubs up and down this thing. It's a lot. It's a different vibe. But yes, if golfing is great, then golfing is great.
Okay.
It is, if you are a golfer, it is one of those American golf destinations that is on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a million courses.
Yeah.
Very many of them are quite good. And I'm jealous that he's in
every
Myrtle Beach.
picture he sends, he's smiling. My brother doesn't smile. He's having a good time.
I only have terrible memory.
Oh, okay.
Well, you didn't bring your golf clubs.
That's true. Hilton Head's great if he gets a chance to go to Hilton Head.
Hilton Head's another one.
Okay.
Maybe another one you can draft in the draft.
Yeah. To you, sir, Jorge, you
Me?
disappoint me, man.
Why?
Okay, so this 9 and 9 thing, the 9 beers, 9 dogs.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
999.
999.
9
in
dogs,
9 innings.
9 beers, 9 innings.
Shoot, man, I may do that on the 12th watching you guys. Yeah, I'm serious. It still shocks me that that's a big thing. So you said what now? You had how many and what?
I had 3 hot dogs and a tall can, so it's basically 2 beers.
2 beers.
So it was, 2 beers and 3 hot dogs.
And you were stuffed.
Well, because, when I got there, there was chicken and waffles.
So you ate that too?
I ate chicken and waffles in the beginning.
Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. I thought you meant you went in there cold
Oh,
and ate 2 beers and 3 dogs and tapped out.
No, but I'm saying after 3 beers and 3 hot dogs and 2 beers, I can't.
But
see
you
myself
started with
eating.
chicken and waffles.
Correct.
Though.
But
okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm gonna add another.
Is
3
that
hot
like
dogs.
2 more dogs? Chicken and waffles is the equivalent of 2. Let's say it's 3 more.
I mean, that's fried chicken and waffles.
So
that's
3 more?
Yeah.
So
okay.
now he's at 6. He's still 3 more to go.
You can power through the last 3. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
With
with as hot as it was yesterday.
more beers?
Yeah, you can power through. Absolutely.
No, maybe
the beer's going to make an exit. Yeah.
As hot as it was yesterday, maybe another.
See,
maybe
there you
the
go.
beer,
Okay,
yes,
I rescind the
it's
disappointment.
just
I'm
the
not
hot
disappointed.
I think
you
a
ate more.
night game is a better option because of the heat. Like a cold beer on a hot day is great. 5 cold beers on a hot day is not great.
That's breakfast.
Yeah, no, it's like beer in the sun is, at least for me, is not a great
Really?
combination.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'd rather drink. I can drink 5 beers at night like that, done, easy. But just sitting there in the sun at a ball game slamming beers is not the easiest thing for me.
Do you think you could do it?
I don't think so.
You
Honestly,
don't think?
I don't think
How
so.
close do you think you can come to it?
I can do maybe 5 or 6 dogs.
Okay.
The beers, I think I can.
I can
the
do a
beers
few
alone,
more than
yes.
him, and if I'm on 8,
I know
I can get through the last 2.
You're the only one I think has a better than 50-50 shot at doing it. I would bet that you do it.
Okay.
But there's no one else here that I would bet on.
Okay, fair.
Nobody else here that I would bet on.
Let's put
and
me-
even you
yeah.
are not a slam dunk. I give you a 75% chance of
Those
success.
2 dudes you just talked so glowingly about, those 2 offensive guards,
Yeah.
Kevin Dotson in particular.
Yeah.
Do you think he could do it?
Does he like a drink?
Yeah, well, I'm guessing, but
I'm not trying
look
to put
at
him on,
him.
I'm not trying to put him on black, but
yeah,
but I'm not saying it's an appetite or it's a volume issue. It's so much volume in a relatively short period of time. 9 beers is a ton of beer.
I got the
a lot
room
of
for
liquid.
It. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not the alcohol, it's the ounces of liquid in your stomach combined with the surface area of 9 hot dogs.
I got enough pockets.
It's a volume.
I got my
got a
body is
hollow
like
leg?
cargo pants. I got enough pockets and a vest on top.
I feel like even like
I got
9
places to put
sodas
it.
in a game would be difficult to get
yeah.
down just because of the volume,
9
and the carbonation.
waters.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got to do this.
I'm excited to see
We got to
it.
do this. This is unbelievable.
You got a foul ball yesterday?
Oh, foul ball yesterday.
Yeah.
So I text Beto. I was like, "What inning was it?" He's like, 7th inning. Who was the batter? Who cares? You caught it.
Yeah.
Nice. He didn't bring the ball in, though.
I know. It's kind
How do you not bring the ball
Yeah,
in?
you guys might steal it.
Well, yeah.
I just joke.
Did your first one ever?
First one ever.
Yeah, you've never got one, DeMarco?
Never,
Yeah.
never,
I've only gotten
never.
one, and I've been, I don't know how many hundreds of baseball games in my
Yes.
life. I've only had one.
Well, I get sad when you guys say it's bad for grown men to bring gloves to games.
It's a weird look.
I have never caught one.
It's a weird look. Yeah.
But even
Radio's
if you,
Clinton Yates. And
I
Hey guys,
want one.
were you guys talking about the 999 challenge?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my buddy is doing this, and he called me because he had a real question. I didn't hear any of this, so if you reviewed it, pardon me. Would you stipulate that it has to be inning to inning, or is it okay to allow cumulative?
I think it's the finish line. It's not.
Really?
You don't have to hit checkpoints.
I think you've got to go inning to inning. I
Really?
think that. I mean, because otherwise, and this is what he said. He said otherwise it's just the 9-9 challenge as opposed to the 999
Okay,
challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, not because of the words, but like I just feel like it's more
Would that
fun.
make it harder?
I think so.
I think so by a lot.
I think so.
So a beer and a
because
dog
you
per
can't
inning.
catch your breath and
Yes.
binge and catch your breath and binge. It's a steady gorging.
And if you get banged by like a couple 1, 2, 3 innings, next thing you
Yeah.
know, you're caught behind and you're really in a spot.
Stuff.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I've never done
Well,
it. I don't think I could do it.
I know I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I
that would
know
be
I
a problem
couldn't
for
do
me.
it.
I don't even think I could do that with sodas. To
That
be
actually
honest.
might make it easier.
Well, then you should try it that way.
Yeah.
Then if you think it would make it easier, but the real challenge would be is if you get a 1-0 game and the game's just clipping
Yep.
along. That's where it would get because instead of a 3-hour game, you get a 2-hour and
If it blows by.
12-minute game.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 48 fewer
That's
minutes
true.
you get to stuff your face.
That's what Cappy calls a gastrointestinal situation. You know what I'm saying? This is not one I'm looking for.
the great equalizer.
Has anyone?
That's what I call it.
Has anyone come close that you know? Anybody?
I don't even know anybody that's
No?
tried it.
Oh,
My buddy's
okay.
trying it in
I see it on
August.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I haven't seen like people that in my life do it, but I've seen TikTokers
Is he
do
preparing for it?
So this is
That's a good question.
So this is what I told him. I said, you got to work on your pop time. You got to figure out. I said, like, how are you going to actually train for this? I was like, because you can't just
eat a bunch of dogs, you got to figure out what your pace is so that you're comfortable. He's like, I'm going to Costco every week until August to pace myself on hot dogs and figure it out.
Even that Costco dog is big.
A Costco dog's a big dog. I think his idea is that he trains. It's like swinging with a donut on your back.
Yeah.
And then on deck circle, you train with the bigger dog.
And then go smaller.
No
doubt.
You like that, Travis?
Yeah. So. The street dog is smaller than the Dodger dog or the Costco dog.
Okay.
So I think I can do the 9 street
I go back.
dogs.
I know you're convinced you can do it, and you're kind of convincing me. For the rest of the room, what is the more challenging aspect of it? Is it the liquid or is it the food?
100% the glizzies. Like, there's no world in which I'm eating 9 hot dogs in one setting ever. I don't know that I've ever done that even as a kid.
8 ounces of beer.
I think it's the beer for me.
Ton of beer.
I went to college, bro. The beer is not the issue.
But I think it's also the bathroom breaks you're going to have to take by consuming that much liquid.
I know it's. You've been to college. I understand this. It's 108 ounces of beer in roughly 2.5 hours. It's not that you couldn't drink 9. If I said you needed to drink 9 beers at a party over the next 4, fine. But you're also stuffing yourself with hot dogs.
That's a package of hot dog buns.
Plus one.
Plus one. That's a package of buns plus one.
Well, the other question is, does the reversal of fortune come into play? Is that if that's off the table, there's no way I could get through it at all.
No, once you do that, it's over.
It's over?
I think that's like...
Yeah.
That's a tap out?
I think so.
Okay.
You got to keep it down until the game ends.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, my buddy was talking. He talked about all this. And what he said was, take me out to the ball game.
I love it. We love LA.
He said, though, to your point about the bathrooms, you do have to be strategic. And he said, we have mapped out where we're sitting. And he was like, Nats Park? I said, yeah. He said, we're in 108. I was like, oh, there's 3 bathrooms right there. And he was like, exactly. Yeah. So they're planning heavily.
Are you
going to
handicap yourself with you have to hit the benchmark each inning?
However you want to do it. See, this is the difference. He said you would never think of a time where you could eat 9 hot dogs.
No.
That's normal. We're having hot dogs. I'm having hot dogs. Until
the hot dogs are gone.
I love hot dogs. You know what I mean?
But okay, yes, I do know what you mean. When was the last time you had one?
I've had the plant-based dogs. My hot dog consumption has not stopped.
Okay, well, if we're allowing
just changed the
plant-based dogs, plant-based dogs is a different matter.
I don't want to take you out for a period of time afterwards.
Yes,
you are laid
You
up
might have to
because
give me a minute.
You just had 9 hot dogs for the first time in years.
We're not going to travel very far wherever we're going.
That's an East Central home away from home situation right there. You got to get back to shelter quickly.
I've seen that dude Kobayashi.
Yeah.
He's not very big,
No,
but
he's not.
when you finally get him to talk, how he trains. That guy swallows so much water to stretch out his stomach.
Yeah,
so he can have the room to put it in.
Yeah.
So
his story is sad though, man.
What happened?
He's talked about how competitive eating literally changed who he was as a human being, and how it
he
really
can't taste food.
He can't eat anymore, and it
right.
really messed him up. The worst case scenario is that, and that happened to him.
Let me see if I got this right. Extreme gluttony was not a good idea.
It was not rewarded by the gods.
Is that what
I never
the
thought
takeaway
about
was?
that though. To the point where you don't enjoy eating anymore.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Real science
that you do to that extreme will have consequences.
Yeah, it's true.
You cannot.
I know this now.
Do anything that aggressively and not have something. I don't know if it would be you don't want to eat anymore, but. Excess is
him and Joey
a bad
Chestnut.
thing.
No doubt.
I interviewed Joey Chestnut once. It's on the short list of worst interviews I've ever had.
That does
in my
not
life.
surprise me one bit.
Was he a jerk?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
Guess what he didn't want to talk about?
Eating?
Yeah.
How do you not want to talk about eating?
That's kind of what I thought.
Okay.
Well, I told you one time when I was in here before about I've actually been to the hot dog eating contest. The grossest thing I've ever attended in my life.
Not even a little surprised.
Reversals of fortune all over the
not
shop.
even a little
Smells like the inside of somebody's mouth all over Coney Island. No thanks.
Yuck.
No thanks.
Yuck.
How many foul balls in your life, Clinton?
2.
Do you remember the hitters by chance?
I do not. No, I do not.
Bare hands.
No, it was I beat a kid to the spot situation.
Oh, it was there.
That's
okay,
what it
how
was.
old were you?
I think I was 13 or 14, and I might have thrown an elbow.
Fine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as the answer was I was 37.
No. I was a
Right.
kid. Yeah.
I'm like, that's an interesting
funny.
way.
No, I was a child. I beat another child.
That's why you have to ask
to the
follow-up
spot.
questions.
Yes, good call.
Yeah, you beat another child to the
Correct.
spot.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We got our Friday draft, and in honor of Emily's 29th birthday, we're drafting things that make Emily happy.
Oh,
That's coming
happy
up
day,
next.
Em. That's great.
It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
So you want to play in the 710 Listener Game on All-Star Friday Night, Friday, July 11th in West Covina? Of course, the Listener Game made possible by our friends, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Here's what you got to do. You got to come to Island Boy on Wednesday in West Covina to sign up in person so you can play in the 710 Listener Game. Islands, West Covina, Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap broadcasting live. Be there Wednesday and sign up to play in the 710 Listener Game. Thanks to Joseph S. Normand. We'll see you out in West Covina on Wednesday, Jack.
Big on protein, rich on flavor. The new $10 Islands Restaurants protein bowls are here for a limited time. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients for the flavors you love. Just in a bowl. Find your protein paradise at islandsrestaurants.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Oh, these polymers aren't as flexible as batch K3.
Researcher Laurie is stretched thin.
Did you get the vulcanization analytics from V66? Oh, wait, are these rubber scores from last week?
She needs to hire new lab technicians so she can bounce back into her old self.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
It is a snake draft, and usually Emily is the master of ceremonies in this moment. But because it is about Emily, I will do it. We are drafting things. Was it last year on your birthday we did this, Em?
Yes.
So last year on her birthday we drafted things that annoyed her,
Oh,
which was
okay.
a very long list. There was a lot of first round draft picks in that particular draft.
Yeah.
This
Can't
year,
go wrong down the line.
No, there was throw a dart and you're going to find something. This is the opposite of things that make Emily happy, things that Emily enjoys, things that make Emily smile. So the random generator, amazingly enough, on the one day that it's about Emily, Emily's not picking first.
What? Crazy.
Jorge, you have the number one
Wait,
selection.
how many picks and can it fit in the graphic?
Oh, you're right. We each get 3 picks because that's all that can fit on the graphic, right, Parker?
See.
There we go. There we go. All right, Jorge,
Vocal font.
pick number one.
She enjoys a good film, and most importantly, she loves it at the Alamo Draft House.
Yes.
Especially when there's no kids around, and she enjoys a good meal in there. So.
Or I cry watching Wild Robot at the kids showing.
Yeah, well, movie night at the Alamo Draft House
exactly.
for Jorge. That's a very good pick. I got a lot I want to – I'm going to take this one number one for me. Telling people that they're wrong is something that Emily deeply enjoys. That when she has the opportunity to say, no, that's not what it is, here's what it is when you come most to life.
Oh, my
It
God.
is something that you really enjoy. So I am choosing Emily getting to tell someone else that they are wrong about a thing as my number one
actually.
pick. Exactly right. Okay. That's my first choice. DeMarco.
Oh, dang. I mean, that's a whole nother angle. Shoot. Okay, well, I'm going with my list.
Okay.
You like movies, but you talk about this guy a lot. Timothée Chalamet.
Yep, that's a good pick.
That's a good pick. Okay, that's on my list.
Yeah, Timothée Chalamet, I think, is the next Leo, and I enjoy every time he cuts to in the crowd. I enjoy everything he is. I enjoy what kind of celebrity he is, that he's this auteur actor taking these Oscar-nominated winning films, but then he's dating Kylie Jenner is amazing to me.
See, I think I win that round.
That's a good pick.
I think I win that round.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
And then, my pick for myself of things that I love.
You get two.
I get two. I think that I'm going to go with my first pick is probably going to be my sisters.
Okay.
Just being very sweet and they listen to the
sweet.
show. So I love my sisters, number one overall. And then my second pick is going to be Disney corn dogs. The Road Dog Disney corn dog.
I did not have that on my list, but that's a great pick.
One of my favorite joys in the world is that massive corn dog that you can chow down at any point.
All
So
right.
that's this. DeMarco.
Oh, okay.
Back to you, DeMarco.
Let's see. Another thing, and it has so many different tentacles, or it's a root system. This is the crux of everything that makes her happy. Anything related to UVA, University of Virginia.
Shout out, Wahoo!
There you go. See?
Go Who's.
Go Who's. Right. Anything, right?
Yeah, no.
She's in. She is a loyal,
Any and every
enthusiastic
opportunity
alumni.
to bring up
I like
UVA makes her happy.
And they will make me mad as well, as one of my most iconic moments, viral moments, was the breakdown when they lost.
But that makes you happy saying that
Yes.
you're mad.
Yes.
UVA. Okay.
Furman, was it?
It was against Furman, yes,
Furman,
the
yeah.
purple people eaters, or whatever they happen to be.
Right. All right, my turn again?
Correct.
All right, so this is another one that I just feel that I can hear a little bounce in your step, a little bounce in your voice, that something that I can tell twinkle in your eye when you get to call me old. Like your enthusiasm for insulting me
smell an agenda here.
relative to my age is one of those things that I know you like a great deal.
Hey, at this station, we love a bit, and
Yes.
I'm just trying to keep up with the bit.
You have not. No, you are not keeping up the bit. You are relishing the bit.
Oh,
you
my
are
God.
loving the bit. So calling me
You're
old
living
is my
the
next
bit.
pick.
Definitely a
exactly
good
right.
pick.
Exactly.
Jorge, you got two.
All right, that's easy. So she loves her Taylor Swift. We know that.
Yes.
She loves her Taylor Swift. And she also loves Arsenal. And I know this because I lost the bet and I had to pay up with the gin.
Oh, with the gin,
And
yeah.
she loves her Arsenal. So those are my two.
And another birthday gift for me was that Tottenham fired their manager. So let's go. Happy birthday to Emily.
It's all
Arsenal
coming
fan.
up Emily today here
Yeah,
on
exactly.
June 6th.
All right, Trav.
Okay. I got a lot of things I can pick from here. You're going to have to help me with this, Em, because I don't remember the name, but you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. That goofy Disney basketball movie that you like.
Double teamed?
Double teamed. that it is. Have you ever taken? Has she ever sent you the clip of this movie? It's
No.
this Disney made-for-TV tween
Disney Channel original movie.
Disney
DCOM.
Channel original movie. It's about a girls' basketball team,
Okay.
and it is so bizarrely terrible, and it makes no sense. And the way that it's shot is
Wait,
just totally weird.
Not the Dennis Rodman double team.
No.
not that.
Disney. Oh, Disney. Okay.
Yeah, no,
This
not-
is the Bird,
yeah.
sister who's they played for the Sparks.
Double teamed.
Double teamed.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
So I'm going to pick the movie Double Team.
I'm going to, for the graphic, just put all Disney Channel original movies because I try to find a way to weave them in
There
as
you
much
go.
as possible.
I will allow you the
Got that.
clarification.
All right, DeMarco, your last pick.
Okay, so I got two that I thought would be gone, and you guys are going to have to help me a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if it's either Crocs or Birkenstocks. Which one is it?
Birkenstocks that I wear every day.
Birkenstocks. Birkenstocks make her happy. There.
They do. They're the best shoe ever invented. They last forever. They're so comfortable. I can have them in different styles. I can have the sandal version. I have the clog version that I'm wearing right now. If I had to wear one shoe for the rest of my life, it would be Birkenstocks by far.
There it is.
The only thing I wish they did have was a strap on the back so I can go into sport mode wearing my clogs.
Like a Crocs.
Yeah, like the Crocs.
Yeah.
They do not have that because of fashion.
Yeah, clearly.
But yes, good choice, DeMarco, with Birkenstocks.
Emily, you get the last choice.
Last choice. I'm just going to go with my favorite clip of me I've pulled from the show. I even put it on my own TikTok and it was also on the TV yesterday. National Treasure. National Treasure is what makes me me. National Treasure is
that's the one.
The epitome of what I want in a movie. And it's got heart, it's got romance, it's got action, it's got adventure, it's got history, it's got crazy actors, very good actors. So yes, National Treasure is on my list.
So National Treasure was on my list too. Here are some other things that I was considering drafting, DeMarco. Baja Blast.
Oh, heck yes.
Is that a drink?
I don't get it enough.
It's a Mountain Dew flavor.
Mountain Dew.
Available only at Taco Bell, am I right?
And occasionally they can it and put it in stores, but it's kind of like limited edition. Yes, it's amazing.
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
Like a bluish
Yeah.
green.
Okay.
kind of
And
drink.
in general,
Okay.
I just love a soda.
So,
I
my
love a
next
soda.
one, and I believe this is a Del Taco exclusive, Strawberry Sprite.
Uh-huh.
I know that's another one that
I made
had
it
on the
last
list.
night at the AMC. I put high C, strawberry high C with Sprite. Amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
I had
Diet Coke.
Trivia night. I know you like
Trivia
that.
night.
You like whiskey sours. You like a lot of things. So I was a good cocktail, but it seemed a little broad.
Yeah.
Little Women. I know you love that movie.
Yes, and Eddie Greta Gerwig. Eddie Greta Gerwig will get me and make me sad. And happy and everything.
People who are quiet at movies was going to be my last choice.
Which what didn't happen last night. I swear. I was at a movie and I was in the last row. One, it was freezing. AMC The Grove fixed that. Two, the guy next to me, there's like 3 seats in between us and it wasn't a very packed theater. He was responding to this movie as if it was like a buddy comedy. It's not. He was saying out loud his thoughts. And I'm like, bro, this is the life of Chuck. This is a movie about crying and death and sadness. Why are you doing call and response with the TV here? I don't understand. Or the movie theater. But
yes, sir.
You remember my first pick, right?
Yes.
Telling people that they're wrong.
that they were wrong.
That the way they live their life is incorrect.
Oh, my
Did you
God.
just see how much she enjoyed telling AMC to fix that and the other guy to shut up?
And the Grove, fix your parking garage. Nike, rent out the Grove. Just rent it out if you're going to have a big event.
Happy birthday, Emily, and enjoy your day. And those are 12 pretty good things that we know that you like. All right, let's talk a little bit about the NBA Finals last night. It reminded me of something, a couple of different things, in fact, that are one Laker related. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Cappy at the $10,000 blackjack tournament June 6th at Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Join us for a live broadcast from 3 to 6 p.m. and say double down with Cappy at the player rewards desk for a free entry into the tournament, which starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Live radio, real cards, big prizes. Seats are very limited, so lock in yours now. RSVP for more info on the tournament details at ESPNLA.com.
have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey guys, double down with me, Cappy, at the $10,000 blackjack tournament June 6th at Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Join us for a live broadcast from 3 to 6 p.m. and say double down with Cappy at the Player Rewards Desk for a free entry into the tournament, which starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Live radio, real cards, big prizes. Seats are very limited, so lock in yours now. RSVP for more info on the tournament details at ESPNLA.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Oh, I love this song. What's the name of this song?
I'll tell you when the timer goes off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever this part is, they should loop this and make like some sort of rap out of it. I just like this hook.
I feel like they probably it's a good beat.
I love this beat right here. It's great. It's the only thing you remember about the whole song, I guess.
I feel like I've heard this before, and that's as far as I can go.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
That's what I mean.
Is it when you go to the club and you have the sparklers
That's
out?
me.
Yeah.
Glow sticks and whistles, like I like to say. Yeah.
They call him Travis Glow Sticks and Whistles Rogers.
I need lots of water, man. Yeah. Great freaking game last night. Really. I'm so glad that game was bonkers.
It was.
It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
The entire game you're trailing until you weren't.
They didn't have the lead until the last, what was it, 0.4?
Right.
0.3, yeah.
And that guy hit the shot again, Haliburton. The one guy you want to hit the shot.
He's made all of them.
Yes.
Like the some of the stats, it's something like inside of a minute to tie or go ahead. He's something like 12 of 14.
Yes.
It's crazy.
I want to see like a AI can do miraculous things.
Yeah.
You should put Adam Silver's face onto Walker Buehler. I told you. I told you this is going to be fun.
Well, okay. Tell me, be honest. The ending was incredibly fun.
Yes.
Was the game fun?
The game was fun because it was like we said, because you did have the sweep.
I did. No, believe me, I'm well aware.
I heard you.
When it went in, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I guess it's not going to be in 4.
But we said the same thing. I mean, it would be boring if OKC just ran away with it. And they were running away, except the Pacers just wouldn't go away.
That's it. So,
yes.
and that's what I was kind of getting at, is it felt like OKC was up between 8 and 13 points the entire game.
Yeah, max was 15.
Yeah, it never really was like super out of touch, but it was also never particularly close. It was always just in that 10 to 12 to 13 range almost the entire night. And you're watching, you're like, I guess it's not going to happen. I guess it's not going to happen. I guess it's not going to happen. And Indiana had 1 million turnovers. Like they were super sloppy with the ball. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't 10 anymore. It was 8.
Like,
and then it was, and then they'd miss a shot, and you're just thinking, hey, you guys got to knock them out. This is not the team to let hang around, because we saw them do what they did against Cleveland.
Yeah,
we saw them do what they did against the Knicks, and I know OKC is, air quotes, a lot better than them, but you need to knock them out.
True.
Because if you don't give that guy that never misses the big shot a big shot, and he nails it.
They took all the life out of that joint.
They sure did.
They really did.
Oh,
They absolutely.
Everybody in their matching T-shirts.
It was
also
great.
lame.
It was awesome. I mean, but I thought that OKC played their game. They just didn't have enough offense to back up their defense. 25 turnovers, or they forced 25 turnovers, but they just could not score.
No.
They scored like 11 points off turnovers, which is unheard of for them. If you straighten that out, it's a blowout, it's a runaway game, it's OKC's game.
Do you think Shea took too many shots?
No.
He had 30 shots.
I
That's
don't think so. That's how they're going to win.
Okay.
And defense, he's their guy. He's the MVP. I expect him to take shots.
Chet didn't play much. Chet only played 22 minutes.
He didn't look good.
Yeah.
They didn't play well.
But don't you play him? I understand he didn't look like the best version of himself, but he's their second best guy.
You should play more, and you should hit your shots. He didn't not have a great game. But neither did Indiana.
No.
They didn't have a great game and won it. It's a dogfight.
It comes down to coaching, too, because Rick Carlisle is a veteran coach and a champion coach. He has taken teams very far. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to get scared, and he has plan. And so that's why is this a plan for the Pacers, like to literally pace themselves through games, knowing that they have more juice than the other team in the last. Because
that's the
all these wins happen in the last 5 minutes.
If OKC hit their shots, this would have been a blowout. That 14-point lead would have carried to the end of the game.
They needed
They just went cold.
They needed
but you also
final bang.
Yeah,
you miss shots because you're exhausted.
I think Indiana's whole thing is we're going to go as fast as we can the entire game and hope that you get caught up in it. That you start to play the way we want to play rather than play the way that you want to play. And it felt a little bit like OKC got caught up in that. And they missed some shots. I'm not saying that Shea shouldn't shoot the most. He should. I don't even mind him taking a lot of shots. What did he have, 38 last night, 34? But if you can get points and shots to be about the same, you did a pretty good job on that guy. And he took 30 shots, and I think he scored, what was it, 34, M? Like, that's
38.
38. So that's not perfect,
that's
but
still
it
a recipe to win.
14 to 30 in the field goal.
It's a recipe to win.
I think that's how they're going to win, and I still say OKC in 5. I think Indiana stole one, or OKC gave one away. It won't happen again.
I don't
with
think
this
so
team.
either.
They have a remarkable way of improving game to game.
So this is the anniversary of this, but what this reminded me a little bit of was the game where Allen Iverson hit the shot at the end to beat the Lakers in Game 1 of the 2001 Finals. Remember the famous one where he steps over Ty Lue after he makes it? Okay. And it was like, wait, Philly beat the Lakers? Maybe they got – and then it was poof.
Right.
Just like, we're done here.
Done.
The Lakers win the next 4, and it wasn't particularly close. I'm not so sure that's not what we're going to see
There's
here.
no panic there.
No.
When you listen to their postgame, no panic there. I do have a question. You watched the Stanley Cup Finals, right?
Uh-huh.
That game was bonkers.
Oh, yeah.
Which has been more exciting so far? It's only been one game each. But
good
Lord.
Hockey is inherently more exciting than basketball, in my opinion, because goals come out of nowhere.
Yes.
Right? And
but you trail the entire game until .3.
It was
wow.
It was wild. It was incredibly wild. But yeah, I'd give the nod. It was in overtime, so it got a little bit different there. But both crazy.
Great series.
Do you think
so
that
far?
that the OKC pulls a 2001 Lakers like, okay, you got one, but we're still going to steamroll you?
I think they can play better, and so can Indiana. But I think if they shot a little bit better towards the end of that game. Didn't SGA had the final shot before he gave it up to Haliburton? You nail that, the game's over.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I think OKC still has a lot of advantages and a lot of questions they don't have answers to.
And about that too, like with Haliburton having this incredible run in clutch moments, how do we contextualize him like 10 years from now? He didn't win the Eastern Conference Finals. He's a player that's quote unquote overrated to some people, but I wouldn't have said he's in the top 10 at the end of the regular season. So how do you contextualize this run? It's like an amazing run of clutch moments.
Put him in the list of the contenders and also rans. Did Drexler win a championship?
He won one in Houston, right?
He won one in Houston with Hakeem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a great player. I can't say Barkley. That doesn't really count it. But a great player who had a great run, great team, and just bumped into a better team and didn't win. And then, who would you put in? Dominique?
There's nobody yet. We got to see what happens next.
Yeah.
If they win, it's one of the great out of nowhere incredible run heater. This guy went to and Haliburton is a really, really good player, but all of a sudden he became the best player for a month and a half, way better than he was, and closed the show.
Yeah.
But if let's say they do pull a Sixers in 01 and lose the series, right? They got a game, it's a cool ending, and we'll remember the shot, and that this guy that hit it. It'll be that was weird. Remember that year Indiana got to the finals and Tyrese Haliburton couldn't miss?
I'm going to give you a name of a guy that kind of fits the bill. John Starks. For a minute, that dude couldn't miss. He shot him in and shot him right back out.
But even if he doesn't shoot him out, right? Like if it's just one of those, if OKC does to Indiana what they ultimately did to Denver, and Denver was down 13 in the fourth quarter in Game 1 and came back to win, everybody's like, hey, wait, what?
Yeah, right.
OKC still won the series, and it's kind of a footnote. So I expect OKC to bounce back. If they do, Indiana is John's. It's one of those. Yeah, remember that year they got to the finals and Haliburton went crazy? Like, what? That was weird, right?
Right?
But if he wins it, you're a legend.
Oh, yeah.
First ever NBA championship. You beat a 68 win team. You hit buzzer beater after buzzer beater after buzzer beater.
If he loses, you're going to have to remind people that SGA beat you. Like, you'll forget. You'll remember the winner, not the other guy.
Of course. It'll be a weird little you know what it'll be?
Yeah.
It'll be what? No, Indiana didn't make. Oh yeah, they did make the finals that year.
Remember, Haliburton went off.
Yeah,
and then got cold and couldn't win.
In the back of your mind, any chance at all that, you know what, because they grabbed game one, it's actually a series now? Or do you still expect this to go?
OKC. Unless SGA gets hurt or something. No, I still think OKC in 5. They had this one.
You think they'll win the next 4?
They had this one.
Yeah, they did. One more shot.
Yes.
One more shot.
But who knows? We'll see. That's why we play.
Is it the most wild Jeremy Lin? Now, Haliburton is a much better NBA player than Jeremy Lin was, but Jeremy Lin for a month couldn't miss.
Own the world.
This is the Jeremy Lin turned up to 11.
He's on a heater, man. He really is. He's Big Shot Bob. He's if it's time for if it's winning time, this is the guy you want to have the ball in Haliburton.
Yeah.
But with OKC, it may not matter. You may be down 15 points. That's what I'm saying.
But Ori was on the Lakers, or he was on the Spurs, or he was on the Rockets.
But he was the man for the moment.
For sure. But those were on the better side. Ori was never on the team that wasn't supposed to win. He was on the team that was supposed to win.
Very true.
Yeah.
But even they needed him.
Oh,
he was
for
there.
sure.
Yeah.
When he let it go, you're like, yeah, that's probably going in.
That's going in.
Yeah,
yep.
Crazy. ESPN LA 710 and Children's Dental Fun Zone present the T-Ball Tee-Off. It's part of ESPN LA's 4th annual All-Star Friday night. It's happening July 11th at the West Covina Sportsplex. Kids age 7 to 12 can swing big and be part of the All-Star action. You can sign up right now at ESPNLA.com. You click on the T-Ball Tee-Off card, and you find your designated age group and sign up. Children's Dental Fun Zone. Sparkling smiles, happy kids. Dodgers get the finale of the series against the Mets. They split the 4-game series, and Conforto, look, we're alive. Yeah. He's alive. Let's run this back in October. We'll get into it next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, have you ever had to deal with chafing or chafing? That's the polite way of saying it. Look, back in the playing days or even right now on morning walks, chafing is a real thing. And look, I don't need a lesson on how to prevent it. I just want to know what can I do about it right now? How can I help myself? That's why I keep Highlands Chafing Relief close to me at all times. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, stays put, even through sweat and water. If you're already dealing with some chafing down there, trust me, Highlands Chafing Relief works, and it works fast. It'll get you back to feeling good in no time. So running, riding, hiking, working outside in the garden, some construction work, or you're just trying to survive the heat, Highlands Chafing Relief has your back and your thighs and your arms. You get what I mean. Chafing shouldn't stop you from doing something you love. Grab Highlands Chafing Relief and feel the difference. Available today at Walmart and Target.
After a game one for the ages.
Shot up good with 0.3 of a second to go. Haliburton does it again.
The Thunder try to tie it up with the Pacers game 2 of the NBA Finals. Sunday, coverage starts at 4 p.m. Thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And Chumba Casino and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. Hear it on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Your home for the NBA Finals.
Hey, it's Mace. In tough times, a lot of people find themselves owing money to the IRS. It can really weigh you down, and you're confused about the right way to handle it. And all those scary ads on the radio about the IRS, they don't help. Tax relief advocates want you to relax, knowing that whether you owe $5,000, $50,000, $500,000 in tax debt, you don't have to fear the IRS another day. TRA has a proven 3-step tax resolution process, plus they're experts at working with special programs available from the IRS to help taxpayers get back on track. Easy to see why they have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you owe money to the IRS and feel trapped, don't lose hope. Tax relief advocates could reduce or even eliminate your debt. End your tax nightmare today. Simply visit TRA.com or call 800-575-1482. That's 800-575-1482. Again, 800-575-1482.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
It is ESPN LA's Legends Launch, presented by Legends Attic. It is all part of ESPN LA's 4th annual All-Star Friday Night. It's coming up on July 11th at the West Covina Sportsplex. Step up to the plate and take your shot in a high-energy challenge to hit as many balls as you can in 90 seconds. You bring your own bat and helmet and bring that big swing because spots are limited. Head to ESPNLA.com right now to reserve your spot. Step up, swing big, be legendary.
There you go. Look at you. Pause at the end.
There we go. Well,
yeah.
I had a little assistance.
I like this song. Doesn't this remind you of like a club scene from a Michael Douglas movie?
Yes.
Right.
You know what I was going to say?
Right.
This reminds me of a caper or something bad's about to happen at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or he walks into a club wearing a V-neck sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should play that song that's like,
with no shirt on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, there you go.
No socks.
There you go.
Sleeves
right.
pushed up.
Yes, hair slicked back.
Yep.
What's the song? It's like, I feel love. It's like
I hope you got that.
It's from Beyonce covered it like
I know what you're talking about.
But you know it's like
yeah.
I gotta find it.
It's like a disco-y tech song.
Something bad's about to happen. That music is a get ready.
I Feel Love, Donna Summer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something bad is
That's
about
cool.
to go down. I got a phone call I want to take here in just 1 second. Hey, very quickly, I want to give a shout out to Juan from Gelson's in Dana Point yesterday. So Susan and I've told you we go get dinner at the grocery store occasionally. It's not as weird as it sounds, but we do. We sit at the little bar that they have there, have a glass of wine, had some sushi. It was really nice. And after we are done with dinner, we'll usually pick up some groceries for the next day or the weekend or whatever. So we're going through the produce section.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
to have
right.
A restaurant in the grocery store. Yeah.
And by the way, after you have a glass of wine or two, you're in a good mood.
Right
I'll
there.
buy that.
Actually
Why not?
makes a ton of sense.
So we go through the produce, and I wanted to buy blueberries. And there's the spot on the shelf where the blueberries are supposed to be, only they were out. And there's a guy working in the produce section. He's putting some stuff away, and I walk over to him and say, "Excuse me, do you guys have any more blueberries?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure. They're right over here." And he walks me over there. They're here in the fridge. I'm like, "Okay, great, thank you." And I go to another aisle to look for more stuff. Susan stays in the produce section, and then I hear Susan call me. I don't know, two minutes later. She goes, "Travis, come back here." And so I come back, and she's standing there with the guy from the produce thing, and he's got a smile on his face, and she says, "Oh, he's a listener. He listens to your show." And I'm like,
awesome.
"Oh, okay." Yeah. So apparently, when I walked away, he went over to Susan and said, "Hey, this is going to sound super weird, but the person you're with," and she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "I recognized his voice when he asked me for the blueberries. Who is that?" And she goes, "Oh, he does a radio show."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, he's on with DeMarco. That's Travis." And so anyway, Juan, thank you for listening. Thank you for saying something. And then here's the best part of all, DeMarco. He says to me, he goes, "Hey, I know you talk about food on your show a lot." I'm like, "Yeah, tell me more." And he's like, "And I know you really like Mexican food." I'm like, "Yes, tell me more." He goes, "There's a place in Anaheim, El Choyo." He goes, "You would love it." So I gotta go give it a shot.
I see
haven't
Juan.
done it. So
This thing works.
Right.
There you go.
That's
Right.
exactly. Susan and I get in the car, we're driving home, and say, look, I don't know if I'm any good at this or not. Probably not. But I do know that whatever message I'm trying to get out there at least landed once, and that is tell me where the good food is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Hello,
thank you, Juan.
Juan.
Appreciate
Yes, sir.
that. Appreciate
Awesome.
that. Quick phone call here. Let's go to Santa Clarita and Terry. Terry, what's up?
How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, so when I was like 18, 19, went to Dodger Stadium with a buddy, had a dog eating contest, and I knocked down 13. Now, I wasn't old enough to drink beers, but...
Yeah. How'd you feel after 13 dogs?
It was a rough ride home.
Okay. How did you feel after 9?
I'd say the last 2 or 3, I was pushing it, but I had a real high metabolism back then.
On a challenge, or you just did it because you were hungry?
No, we decided, we're going to see who can eat more, and the loser paid.
Okay. There you go.
How long ago was this, Terry? How long ago did you do this?
Oh, probably maybe 89 or 90.
Okay, so
his name is Terry?
Yeah.
Call in anytime. I love him.
So, Terry, you said you weren't old enough to drink beers at the time. Okay. Did you have Cokes, waters? Was there any?
You had to have water.
What were you drinking in this?
Probably four large sodas.
Oh, see?
Okay.
13 dogs and 4 sodas. I mean, how much do you weigh, Terry?
Back then, I weighed probably about...
Oh, Terry.
Okay.
Terry's God.
He was doing so good.
Yeah, I don't think he did it on purpose.
No.
It wasn't
it's just coming
He
in.
wasn't being profane.
That's good.
Terry, if you'd like to call Emily and tell her your stats.
Okay. But does that help you? 13 dogs, 4 sodas?
I'm not saying it can't be done.
Yeah.
I'm saying it can't be done easily. I'm saying that not everybody can do it. I know it can get done.
Yeah.
I'm saying it is a miserable accomplishment.
Yeah.
And again, at the risk of repeating myself, it's not the alcohol in the beer. It's the volume in the beer.
Okay.
It is over 100 ounces of liquid. He said he had 4 Cokes.
Yes.
Okay. That's not 9.
No. I mean, that's almost halfway.
Almost halfway,
Yeah,
exactly.
I can
that means
do more.
he's got to go again.
As long as I'm close to the bathroom where I could, go and
yesterday
empty out. Yeah.
Yesterday, the beer and the sodas, the hot dogs and the sodas are free. For them to be free and me to have 3 of them and 2 sodas, it's a lot of food.
But you had the chicken and waffles, though.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
But
I'm going in
sodas.
for the stated goal of having hot dogs and beer.
But even if they were free, but my point is, even if they're free, you're not going to get through 9. I just couldn't get
We
through
need
9.
to just do this. We
Watch
need to
me.
stop. We got to stop
Watch
talking.
me.
We got to do it, Marco. You got to do it.
Let's go. Come on. Yesterday would have been perfect,
And
too.
I had a wristband.
Yesterday's game would have been
get
perfect.
kicked out this
Yeah.
time.
Kicked out.
Thank
Nobody-
goodness.
nobody
You
took my
didn't
place.
see you embarrassed me, but you didn't
Oh,
embarrass
stop.
Dana.
We have to go there? All right.
He keeps sending me videos just like, see, we're legit.
I'm legit
Oh,
this time.
look at you.
He's
Wow.
stuffing chocolate chip cookies into a Coca-Cola cup.
Wet ice cream. Soft serve.
What did you think of the game? You lost the series with the Mets, right? The season series. That's
yeah,
going to
4
hurt
to
later.
3. It
maybe.
might.
Yeah.
It might. It could be the difference between playing here or there.
Yeah.
So they played the 7 games. 3 of them went to extra innings.
Yes.
All of them, but really 2 were close.
Yes.
The Dodgers, quite frankly, got a little lucky yesterday.
Yeah. Luck favors the well-prepared.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. But the Mets botched a play that they wouldn't botch very often.
Again, something I've never seen before.
Yeah, that was
I've never
a weird
seen
one.
that. Yeah.
I've seen blown rundowns, but I've never seen where like one player sets a pick on the other
Right,
guy
well, the
so he
ball-
can't get there.
That's a new one on me.
Yeah.
Can't wait for John Boy. Yeah.
I've seen the Cubs a lot this year, and the Cubs are really good, or at least the Cubs have been really good through the first couple of months of the season. But I don't think there's any question those are the 2 best teams in the league, in the National League.
Dodgers, Mets.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Phillies are good.
Yes.
I still think that the Braves, if they can figure some things out, might be back in it. But I'm ready to run that back again because I think the Dodgers are better, but not by a huge margin. And they're not better as currently constructed.
I know.
Not with that pitching.
This sounds very weak. Like, I would love to see that Eagles-Rams game without snow. I would love to see Mets-Dodgers when the Dodgers have all their arms.
It's different.
And not just making it up as you go.
Now you're right, and I agree with you, but the Mets are also missing 2 of their starting pitchers.
Fair.
So now they're not missing 4 like the Dodgers are, but they're missing a couple. Lindor didn't play yesterday, but neither did Freddie. It's really even.
Mm-hmm.
The Dodgers are better at both teams at full strength. The Dodgers have the best team. They're going to match up better than anybody else. But that's not how it usually goes.
Yeah.
You're usually not at full strength. And the Mets, I said it yesterday, I think there's a much larger psychological factor at play here than there is a baseball one. The Mets know they can beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, they have no fear of you.
Yeah.
I did when the game ended after trying to figure out what just happened with that. What I just saw.
It was bizarre.
If the Dodgers don't repeat, the Mets will be the author of that in some way. I think the Mets will be the team that knocks you out.
It could be.
Yeah, because they have no fear of you and they're good.
You want me to make the case why the Dodgers should not be worried at all?
No.
You
can make that case?
Sure.
Should not be worried about the Mets?
About anybody.
No, I don't want you to make that argument, but yes, please try to make that argument.
It's not hard. You ready?
Okay.
Ohtani, Sasaki, Snell, Glasnow, Sheehan, Trinan, Kopech, Gratterall, Yates. That's the argument. None of those guys are pitching right now.
Right.
None of them. That's not like all of their guys in the literally
none of those guys are pitching.
None of those guys are. I'm reading them to you.
It'll
again.
make a big difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ohtani, ace. Sasaki, who knows,
Hopefully,
but pretty good.
Maybe ace.
Snell,
yes.
ace. Glasnow,
yes.
Made
Just
out of
under.
glass, but really, really good.
Yes.
Sheehan, electric stuff. We'll see. Inexperienced, but very good.
That evens things out. Yeah.
Blake trying to pitch in the last inning of an important game. You like it?
Yes.
Me too. Michael Kopech pitching the last inning of an important game. You like it?
You
Me
definitely
too.
like it.
Kirby Yates pitching the last inning of an important game. You like it?
Not as much as the others, but yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Brewstar Gratterall pitching the last inning of an important.
not going to pitch.
He's
Bruce is not going to pitch.
He's on
this
the way
year.
back.
Okay, yeah.
That's not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. That's 10 guys.
Yeah, it's different.
That is an entire pitching staff that they don't have right now.
But the other thing was their starters had a lot of success against you. Their starters have had a lot of success against your lineup.
They pitched very differently than they did. They kind of soft tossed him. They pitched him backwards for a good part of the series. They pitched Ohtani really weirdly, and it kind of worked.
Yeah, tied him up.
Yeah. The Mets are really good. Again, Ohtani, Sasaki, Snell, Glasnow, Trinan, Kopech, Gratterall, Yates.
Not pitch. Right.
None of them are pitching.
You're shorthanded, and they made a series out of it, and you got the win. You were lucky. But like I said, if the Dodgers don't repeat, I bet it's going to be because of the Mets.
They're the most likely team to get them. Phillies, Cubs, both good, but the Yankees, Alonso screaming hot right now. Who knows what that looks like?
Right.
But here's the flip side of that.
Polar bear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The flip side of that is Juan Soto is not, and he probably will be.
Right.
Yeah.
Those two guys in the lineup at the same time. It's
Lindor?
just dangerous. There's just a lot of danger on that team everywhere, especially if you're not pitching well.
I think so much of it is the psychological part, too, that when it comes to baseball, that it's like, you know what it is a little bit? You have older brothers. I was the older brother. Okay?
Yeah.
So as the older brother, until you beat me, I'm pretty damn sure I'll find a way to figure this out until the end.
Of course.
But once you do, it's like, oh, he can beat me now.
There's a sea change.
It changes a little bit. And,
yes.
I know that whether it's, going up against your dad or somebody, and it's like, oh, you know what? I can beat these guys.
Yeah.
I can do this now. And the Mets are, oh, yeah, we can beat these guys.
Do you have your stats up? Is that true? The bullpen has thrown more innings than starters?
I would be shocked if it wasn't true.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. But
that is not sustainable. Yeah, that's damaging.
Bit.
So if this
not
is
even a little bit,
if this is by design and by plan, I think you may need to tweak some things. Yeah,
it's not by design and plan. Maybe some of this this is compounded to a point where this couldn't have. There's no way this was the plan.
So some of these guys that are close to coming back, you may need to take the training wheels off.
I think so. I think so because their bullpen has, quite frankly, been really good this year. Really
well,
good.
They've had to pitch a lot.
They've pitched more than they ever should have.
Yes. And tell me you weren't rooting for Landon Knack. Come on. Pitching?
Yeah.
You weren't rooting for him?
No, he was getting hammered. I wanted him off the damn field.
To pitch well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I misunderstood. I'm like, rooting for the guy to
pitch
4 innings, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, and 3 homers. No, I was not rooting for him.
Were you disappointed in how he pitched?
Yes,
that's a better way of saying that. I didn't mean root for him giving up.
I'm like, dude, can you maybe the only 2 results can't be home runs and walks. Can you do something other than one of those 2 things? 3 homers?
Is that what you took from that? Are you rooting for Len and Knack?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. No, we weren't.
Oh,
I kept doing this.
Like,
nope.
I meant to do well.
I thought Knack was a saboteur. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got to get ahead of somebody.
You can have a day where you walk a bunch of guys. Okay, fine. You can have a day where you get the long ball going.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't have them both on the same day.
You can't. Okay.
that is a bad
I want to
day.
ask you about 3-1, but that's later.
3-1 is later. Factor Cap is next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Sunday night, LAFC returns to BMO Stadium fresh off a historic win.
LAFC 2, Blue America 1.
And the black and gold are ready to keep the momentum rolling. It's LAFC versus Sporting KC in a can't-miss Western Conference clash.
Top of the air, Giroud to Denis, shoots it in! Denis scores!
LAFC pregame coverage kicks off Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. Did you know Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
Mark your calendars, SoCal. The High Desert Beer and Wine Festival returns to the Palmdale Amphitheater on Saturday, June 21st from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sample craft brews from regional breweries, sip fine wines, and enjoy tasty food trucks while rocking out to live performances from Eve 6, DJ A1, and some of the best cover bands around. It's the tastiest party of the summer. Tickets available at highdesertbeerandwinefest.com. General admission and VIP options available. That's highdesertbeerandwinefest.com.
Ready for a delicious escape? The New Islands Restaurant's $10 protein bowls are your ticket. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients. They're only here for a limited time, so enjoy one today. Visit islandsrestaurants.com.
Oh my God, is this your house?
This is the humble abode.
Oh my God, it's so humble.
FX presents Adults.
You don't know your social security number?
No, I do. It's just my mom, knows the whole thing.
A new comedy about 20-somethings achieving zero anythings.
What is the worst that happens?
I go broke. I can't pay my loans. I start an OnlyFans, but only you guys subscribe.
I can't do OnlyFans.
Yeah, you wouldn't make it on there, so sorry.
FX's Adults, Wednesdays on FX. All episodes streaming on Hulu.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Here Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And so we drafted things that I love. Now I'm going to start off with my Factor Cap with things that made me mad yesterday, specifically yesterday. So one is, turn on the NBA Finals, Game 1, on ESPN. Shout out ESPN. Thank you for paying my paycheck. But you look at the court, and it looks like a regular season game. There is no huge logo of the Larry O'Brien. There's no the finals and script. It looks as if you're just watching a very well-attended regular season game with high stakes. But, I think, to me, you should have some sort of, not a vocal font, but, a visual font. Like, when you go in 10 years, look at the highlight of Haliburton sinking that shot to end the game, or to nearly end the game. You want to know that it's the finals without even having to look at anything. And you can do that by saying, oh, it's finals on the court. This big thing. Anyway, the logo needs to be on the court for the finals. Travis, Factor Cap.
It's fact, but I'll be honest for a second. Until you told me it wasn't, I didn't notice that it wasn't there. And you're right. It should be there for all the reasons that you mentioned. So for posterity and history and finals, look, it's right there on the court. Makes perfect sense. But I would be lying if I said I noticed as it was playing out.
The Super Bowl has it in the middle of the field.
You're
everything.
Right. Oh, they're not going to miss that.
You're right, but I didn't notice it. Yeah.
DeMarco.
Do you guys do the TMZ thing where the game where you have to figure out what's different about the pictures? Are you obsessed with those?
I've done that before. Yeah.
Have you done those?
I've done it.
Yeah.
You're not obsessed with those? I am. Those things drive me nuts.
Okay.
When you look at one picture and the other one's different, you have to figure out how.
Corporate said to find the 10 things that are different.
Yeah.
Did the same pictures.
Yeah.
But until she said it, I didn't even notice it. I had no idea it was there. Perhaps they're embarrassed. The NBA?
No, they should do it even more that it's the finals.
Right. Nobody's going to believe you if you tell them 10 years from now, hey, this was the finals. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Then why isn't the court have a thing on it?
Oh, that's AI.
Adam Silver, yes, you are the father. This is your finals. Yeah.
Jorge, what do you think?
The one thing I did notice on the court was Fantastic Four was on the court. They're promoting Fantastic
Which again,
Four.
yes,
That's
great synergy.
cool.
Shout out Disney, ESPN.
I did notice that also. We're uniform people.
Yeah.
They have the patch in the back that says
above the
finals.
Yeah,
above
where
their
the
name.
NBA logo.
Right.
Typically
So that's
is.
where I noticed it. But yeah, you're right. They should have it on the court more.
I should not have to, if I'm at a bar and I am someone who doesn't care about sports or doesn't know sports are happening, should be able to look up, oh, this is a championship thing.
Right. You said the NFL would never miss that.
No. Baseball has it. World Series
Never.
too.
Baseball's got it all. They've got advertisers on the hats and the helmets and all those things. There's no way it was just an oversight, right?
I think
don't know
somebody
why
else paid a lot of money to be on the court, probably.
Why would you do it on purpose?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because you know what was huge in the court? YouTube TV.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So YouTube TV might have been
but have it say the finals presented by YouTube TV. I don't know. It was. I didn't even notice. Neither did I. But you're right.
It makes me mad. The details. Okay. Then yesterday I went to go see the movie and I was at the Grove and the guy was annoying next to me. But then I was leaving. And there was a big event with a Nike run something. Some sort of running event happened. Fine, whatever. Tons of people were there. So one, I'm fighting through the Grove, which is already a hellhole. And then, I kid you not, it took me 45 minutes from getting into my car to leaving the garage. All I wanted to do was leave the garage. I wasn't even trying to find a parking spot because people were blocking off the way to exit, and there was no employee or security guard or anyone else directing traffic. And it was so infuriating. I was fuming in my car, whatever. So you're in a situation like this. You're in a situation where it's really no one is paid or directing traffic, and you're stuck there. And you're not the only person in your car. Say you have your wife and your daughter in the car as well. You would get out and be the traffic director. DeMarco, Factor Cap.
Oh, fact. Yeah, I would volunteer. I was thinking the whole time, this is when you have to volunteer. Somebody has to take charge of this situation. The problem is, if you're not wearing the proper gear, some people won't listen to you.
You need a vest or a whistle or something.
But most people do. I mean, some people just can't see, hey, look, if you just move up a little bit, this guy could go and this whole process could move. But what's the one thing I'm not doing while I'm doing this? I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
I want to go home too.
So the thing is, your wife could probably be the driver and get you through the line and then once you're out, you
And this
go.
is true. Once I get us through, if that's the case, I'm out of there. Then you guys deal with it. But sometimes, you can help out.
This scenario that you're describing is almost exactly what happened at Kelly's graduation a few weeks ago, where her graduation ceremony was at Viejas Arena, San Diego State, the basketball arena.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many people fit in there, 12,000 or so, but it wasn't that many people at the graduation. But there's a big parking structure next to it, so that's where you park to go to a basketball game. But there was no attendance.
Yeah.
It was, and there was a graduation that was ending as another one was getting ready to start. So a garage full of people are trying to leave as a garage full of people are trying to enter, and it was gridlock.
Stock.
There was just, and literally the only reason it finally started to move is people started getting out of their cars and saying, all right, you stay there. We're going to let 20 cars through. Okay, you guys stop. We're going to let 20 cars through going the other way. We would have been there all day.
Yes.
So somebody has to take control
And just
of it.
remember, when you're doing it, you catch bees with honey.
Yeah.
It's easy just to smile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you give them a face, you're going to get a face back.
I would not do it, but I'm glad you would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jorge?
I like that, bees with honey. I like that. The worst place is Dodger Stadium for me. And this happened to us at the watch party. When we left the watch party from the Kings, it was the Clippers coming out.
Oh, right.
It was the Kings watch party people, and then the Beyonce concert. And again, nobody
All
was
at once.
Nobody was directing. Everybody was doing their thing. But no, I wouldn't get out and direct. I'm just gonna sit there and just.
It was
take
Fury
my time.
Road getting out of
It
there.
was
I got nowhere to be.
wild, man.
It was Fury
There was a
Road.
lot going on that night.
God,
And you need some blood bags to help direct things.
God,
It was a lot.
It was.
But I see here, I'd much rather. I'm glad that someone like you, DeMarco, would get out and say, all right, guys, hold on a second. You guys go, then we'll go, then you go, then we'll go, and get the line moving again. But I'm much more likely just to sit in my car and be frustrated that we're not going anywhere.
Because sometimes you're dealing with people that are intoxicated, and
Oh,
it's not gonna go.
That's it. That's Factor Cap.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
This poor old lady at Whole Foods just yesterday had the whole parking lot just locked up because she was waiting on a spot.
Oh, no.
She wanted the spot. And I get it. It was the closest one to the store.
Fine.
Rock on.
Okay.
But
Hold on.
the car that was trying to come out couldn't move because there was a car halfway blocking the spot.
Yeah.
Because there was a car in front of that. And it looped all the way around to this lady that was blocking 2 lanes, and she just didn't get it.
How do I ask this?
We will save the spot for you. Just move.
Was she elderly?
Yes.
Okay, then do your thing. But if you are not an elderly person, keep the line moving.
Right.
You know, you cannot inconvenience 20 cars?
Yes. More.
More.
There was a Burger King parking lot right there, too.
I'm going to need you to move. You're
Yes.
creating chaos.
You got the whole lot backed up because you want this spot. We will save it. Just go around once and let everything loosen up.
If you are an elderly person, I will cut you some grace. Otherwise, I'm going to want to break your neck.
Have you guys seen those expecting mother parking spots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody parks there and they're like, "Hey, man, you got to move." He's like, "Why? I'm expecting my mother to be here." Come on, man.
No.
It should be legal.
That's
right?
legit, though. That's legit. My mom is in the store.
My mom expecting her to come out.
Wow.
My brain
Your
got
Honor,
thrown into
it said.
Expecting
It
mother.
might.
Hey, I
Right?
am
The
expecting
letter
her.
of the law, Your Honor. Yeah. Factor Cap is brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. That was terrible, Jorge. You have a lot of choices in your legal team, but with Joe, family always comes
Here she
first.
comes.
Call 213-747-2000. That's the law office of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com.
Show me your ID, Mom. See, that's my mother.
That's my mother.
Right there.
That's my mother. I don't know if it's like part of their company policy with Whole Foods. And by the way, I'm a Whole Foods customer. I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good place. They got good stuff. They
Good-
usually have
good
a good
spot.
They usually have a good bar,
Place to eat
place
and
to
shop.
eat,
Yes.
all that stuff.
Yes.
I think they're like, okay, let's design the store. Put a cool bar there. You got a sushi. You got a cheese thing. You got maybe a made-to-order deli. All of these things. There's a lot of good food, good produce. Okay, we're done with all that. The store's perfect. Yeah, okay. Now design the worst possible parking lot you ever could.
Same for Trader Joe's.
Put that right in front of a great store. Because I've never been to one. I'm like, this is a joke.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nuts. It's
crazy.
And if you go to a Vons or an Albertsons or a Ralph's or something, it's fine.
Yes, easy to get in.
It's fine.
Yes.
It's just, you know what they do? Bunch of parking spaces in a row in a
Right.
big open asphalt area.
Yes.
But when we get creative about, no, you can only go this way, it's like, what are we doing
I have
here?
no idea. The whole lot. I get it. I got you. Rock on. Just help us out.
Pachaga Pick of the Week coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
All right, everybody, it is Friday. Sedano and Cap are ready to take over the bike. The Bicycle Casino, Park West, man. 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. We got a $10,000 blackjack tournament, the first time we're ever doing this. We're going live from 3 to 6. Cards start going down at 7. I can't wait to see everybody out there. Right after Mason and Ireland, we come on to the air, and then 7 o'clock, we play blackjack. We'll see you at the Park West Bicycle Casino. Get ready to party on a Friday with Sedano and Cap. Hey guys, double down with me, Cappy, at the $10,000 blackjack tournament June 6th at Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Join us for a live broadcast from 3 to 6 p.m. and say double down with Cappy at the Player Rewards Desk for a free entry into the tournament, which starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Live radio, real cards, big prizes. Seats are very limited, so lock in yours now. RSVP for more info on the tournament details at ESPNLA.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
This just in, the NFL schedule has dropped, and you know what that means. It's go time. Adam Schefter here with the Insider Tip. If you're trying to catch your team live this season, Vivid Seats is the move. For the best selection of games and seats, it's time to snap your tickets up now. Vivid Seats has great deals on great seats and the only rewards program in the game. It's no wonder they're the official ticketing partner of ESPN. So don't wait. Head to vividseats.com or download the app and lock in those game days.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start June 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Sunday night, LAFC returns to BMO Stadium fresh off a historic win.
LAFC 2! Boom America 1!
And the black and gold are ready to keep the momentum rolling. It's LAFC versus Sporting KC in a can't-miss Western Conference clash.
Top of the area, Giroud to the knee, shoots it in! Denis scores!
LAFC pregame coverage kicks off Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
The biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland on 710.
I noticed today I never put YouTube up.
Okay.
Today it's up. What do you think my big surprise is? Not how great I look.
You do look great in it.
Brian, big surprise.
I'm looking at what you're wearing. Is it have something to do with your appearance?
No.
Oh.
I'm a huge hand talker.
Oh, you just realized that?
Non-stop hands, and the chair is always moving. The mic is off and on. I mean, I'm like scattered in here. So it's actually it's at least interesting, I think, to look at. And by the way, if you're not watching us on YouTube, I expect 1,000 damn people on there right now. Go to YouTube/ESPN LA, and I want to see 1,000 people watching the Mason and Ireland show on YouTube.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Today at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
But
So I think there's a but. I think there's a but not a big but. It's a little narrow but.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
It's 10:45 on a Friday, which is why we're playing this music. But also, we have a Pachanga Pick of the Week every week. And I believe I got last week, right? Because it was Ohtani 1.5 home runs, and he got it in the same night. So look for this one. So the French Open, Roland Garros is happening currently. Right now, Sinner and Djokovic are playing for the men's semifinal. But tomorrow is the women's final. Coco Gauff and Sabalenka. I don't know if Sabalenka won it last year, but I think Coco has this. She's been playing incredible this entire tournament, and I think that Coco Gauff is taking home the trophy, the whatever you would call it.
The trophy.
The trophy.
The title. The crown.
She'll be the queen of clay for this year. So I have Coco Gauff winning the French Open.
That was the Pachanga Pick of the Week presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Visit pachanga.com for more information. I guess it's already over. The fascination is over. If there was another Tiger Woods, it would be another Tiger Woods. Tiger was groundbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get like crazy for Coco Gauff. Like Venus and Serena captured the imagination of every kid.
Yeah.
I think Naomi Osaka had a minute too.
Yeah.
So when she had the match against Serena in the US Open in 2018 where they were in the final together, she ended up beating Serena in that final. I think Osaka had it, but then she's kind of come off a little bit. Coco's great, but she's only won one Grand Slam. She's not as dominant as the Williams sisters ever were.
That's the rub. What made Venus and Serena, particularly Serena, but Venus too, and Tiger. Tiger and Serena, I think, are really equitable. They didn't just win; they won everything.
They won
all
everything.
the time,
yes,
and demolished everybody in their path.
Yes,
that being good is not just the threat. Like Scotty Scheffler is doing some stuff we haven't seen since Tiger, but it's all of the. You have to check all the boxes. You got to have a cool story. You got to win like we really have never seen before or in a very long time. And you have to just have the charisma factor, the riz, whatever it is, to make people go, I can't stop watching this guy.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler doesn't have that. He doesn't have a particularly unique story. He's a country club kid from Dallas and real good golf. And okay, cool.
Yeah, there is an Apollo, was it Apollo 13?
Yeah.
Is that the Tom Hanks
astronaut movie? Yeah.
Yeah, there is an Apollo 13 kind of feeling to this. Like this is just another tennis player. The novelty is worn off, which is good and bad.
Well, but I want to push back on that a little bit.
Yeah,
it is just another tennis player.
Right.
She hasn't done anything special other than win a tournament, which happens every time.
Which is good or bad. Yeah,
she's still young. She has time to go, but
I get
Serena
it,
was great from the jump.
At this point, she is just another player who's happening to win now. Where Serena's like, wait, she won again and again and again and again.
I can't remember her name. Oh, Sharapova.
Yeah,
is that her name?
Maria Sharapova.
Maria Sharapova.
Yeah.
Blonde.
Yeah,
yes,
the Russian.
Okay,
yeah.
right. Did she ever win a tournament?
Yeah, she won a lot of tournaments. She was a really good player, but she wasn't legendarily great. Oh, you're thinking Anna Kournikova.
Anna Kournikova. Thank you very much. That's who I'm thinking of.
No, she did not.
Insanely popular and
she
never
was
won.
popular because she was attractive.
Right. That's okay. That's what I mean. That's the one of one.
We have some great American tennis players currently playing us. We always do have great American tennis players, but Coco Gauff and Tiafoe are two people to really to root for. You want them to get. I know Coco already has her slam, but to get to that slam point is great.
All right, I got a question for you. So we did the Dodger top 10 of all time, and you challenged me, and I love to be challenged, to come up with a Rams top 10.
Sure.
And it was just a throwaway, but I've been kicking it around. Noodling. So I've got a list of like 25 people that probably qualify, but I need some criteria. Help me on this.
Okay.
Criteria for top 10. Service time is top of the list for me. How long did you spend with this team at a high level?
With the Rams specifically.
With the Rams, period.
Got it.
That's my number one.
I like that.
Is that fair?
Sure.
Second would be major awards.
Okay.
Player of the year.
All-Pro.
Sure. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Then Pro Bowls and Super Bowls.
Okay. Super Bowl's down the list.
Well, Pro Bowls, Super Bowls, kind of the same thing. Because, I mean, sometimes you're great and you don't win.
Fair.
Steven Jackson would be on that list.
Gotcha.
So that would be my criteria for a top 10. Is that anything else I should add to that?
Moments.
Top 10 moment?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Moments.
you had something that you could say to somebody that maybe isn't even a super deep fan of that team, and you said, hey, do you remember the time when? And they're like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
The tackle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can't tell you. I'm not going to reveal the list, but he's definitely in it. Jackie Slater would not have a moment.
Hard for an offensive lineman to have one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so moments would be under Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's part of the equation, but it's not weighted the way that All Pro might be or service time.
But it's
might
in
be.
there.
Yeah.
If you've got a moment, it could put you on the list or take you off the list if you don't.
Yeah.
Jorge, you got any other criteria? If you're thinking of great soccer players, the top 10, anything else you would put in there? Service time is big, right?
Yeah, service time is big. Yeah, how much time you spend on the club, or how much time you play for your national team. Because for instance, Carlos Vela didn't play a lot for the national team, but he had great moments. With the national team.
I also think it's important that your best moment was with this team.
Your best moment.
So you were your best as a Ram.
Okay.
So you might be with the Rams for 10 years, but you go and win an MVP with the Cardinals. That's a little different.
I'm excited.
I really like that.
Yeah. Okay. Best moments with the team and moments. Thank you very much.
You got 25 names on there, huh?
At least.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll whittle down from there.
Yeah.
Some current guys. Like, for instance, Jalen Ramsey. Wasn't here long, but as far as cornerback play, he may be one of the best we've ever seen at that position.
Sure.
Now, does it qualify for top 10? Who knows? We'll see. But guys like that, service time you have to factor in.
How long is he here? 5 years?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
How many times was he All-Pro? Probably a couple at least.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a pretty good start.
One of the best weapons ever.
It's a pretty good start.
Yes. There's some other stuff, too. I was out at camp.
Yeah.
And I have some campfire stories.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
Let's do it
NFL
next.
campfire story. Next or now?
Let's do it next.
What about now?
Because it's
We
time
don't
to
have
go.
time now?
Yeah,
It's time to
it's
go.
at 10:57. It's time to take a
Time to
break.
go. Next.
Hey, I'll be doing this meeting.
Next.
Come on, man. I got stuff.
That's why I'm excited for you. That's why we're going to do it next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
So you want to play in the 710 Listener Game on All-Star Friday night, Friday, July 11th in West Covina? Of course, the Listener Game made possible by our friends, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Here's what you got to do. You got to come to Island Boy on Wednesday in West Covina to sign up in person so you can play in the 710 Listener Game. Islands, West Covina, Mason and Ireland's at Island Cap broadcasting live. Be there Wednesday and sign up to play in the 710 Listener Game. Thanks to Joseph S. Normand. We'll see you out in West Covina on Wednesday, Jack.
I love extreme sports. Hey, Ma, watch me ride this inflatable flamingo around the lazy river backwards. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Flamingo Fridays are back. It's everything you love about Oasis Pool at night.
Number 2.
Get a 2-liter hydration backpack when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 10th.
And the number 1 reason.
The Pointer Sisters, live August 23rd. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Hey, John Ireland here. Laker fans, meet Pro Baller Energy, the official energy drink of the Lakers. It's a natural, healthier alternative loaded with ultra-premium ingredients like organic agave, electrolytes, B vitamins, and natural caffeine. Plus, it's NSF certified for sport. Just clean energy to keep you locked in without the crash or synthetic junk. So go grab yourself the limited edition Lakers can and rep the team in style. Pro Baller Energy, champions choose clean energy.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Sunday night, LAFC returns to BMO Stadium fresh off a historic win.
LAFC 2, Club America 1.
And the black and gold are ready to keep the momentum rolling. It's LAFC versus Sporting KC in a can't-miss Western Conference clash.
Top of the air, Giroud to the knee, shoots it in! Denis
LAFC pregame coverage kicks off Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
All right, everybody, it is Friday. Sedano and Cap are ready to take over the bike. The Bicycle Casino, Park West, man. 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. We got a $10,000 blackjack tournament, the first time we're ever doing this. We're going live from 3 to 6. Cards start going down at 7. I can't wait to see everybody out there. Right after Mason and Ireland, we come on to the air, and then 7 o'clock, we play blackjack. We'll see you at the Park West Bicycle Casino. Get ready to party on a Friday with Sedano and Cap.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
You're from over there, from over here. We're sitting in this hot tub together. What do you like to drink?
No.
See?
No.
No? Not at all? Come on.
No.
Now, weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Real quick, so best moment or your best was here. Now, he's not going to make the top 10, but he's in that list of 25. Where do I put Andrew Whitworth? Because he balled out in Cincinnati.
He did. But here's why I think you can make a case for his highest high was here. They won
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But some of his best play was actually there.
I understand.
Yeah.
But the peak of it, like if you're doing a graph of his career.
High point here.
The high point of his career happened in a Ram uniform. He won the Super Bowl and was a huge reason why.
Jalen Ramsey was here 4 years.
4 years.
3-time All-Pro, which is what we wait.
Right.
Super Bowl here, of course.
Yeah.
And he has 2 All-Pros or 2 first-team All-Pros here, 1 in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So the best of his was actually here.
And Super Bowl. Yeah.
So that qualifies.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You going to say something? Oh, no?
I just walked in from the bathroom.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
happened.
I didn't mean to put you on blast like that. My bad. Okay, so went out to Woodland Hills to sit down with Tyler Higbee. And it was really cool because he predates Sean McVay.
I know.
It's awesome. So we've watched, me and JB, we did the interview. We watched every single snap, almost every single practice, seen him come back from all these injuries and everything and just be that guy. So from that first interview to now was really cool to talk to him. I think that interview is up already. I'll retweet that so you can see that. But the stuff I do like is walking around and getting just news from around the NFL, from inside the NFL. That's why I call it campfire stories. It's like we're sitting down telling stories. So this is what I heard, just gleaning. And there's a lot of connection here because the Jacksonville Jaguars have, I think, 4 or 5 former Rams employees now working for them.
Including the head coach.
That would be 6. So there's a lot of carryover, a lot of Jacksonville talk. A lot of people think Jacksonville is going to win the South. They really do. And the reasons why is, number one is Trevor Lawrence is healthy. He's finally healthy. He looks good. He looks good in camp. He's throwing the ball well. He doesn't have any problems after practice. So he looks like he is back to being 100%. And that could be dangerous. He is dangerous when he's healthy. He was all banged up last year. And they also said the injury to C.J. Stroud, his shoulder, may be more extensive than we know. So they think the Jags may actually win the South.
Okay, I got a couple of things to push back on. Number one, does Jacksonville get the favorite status because the rest of the division is that bad, or because they're actually good? That would be my first question. Like, are you the smartest guy in the worst class, or are you actually smart? There's that. And then the other part is when you said Trevor Lawrence is back to 100%. Okay. The highest highs I've seen from Trevor Lawrence are not particularly inspiring.
No, but he was banged up all last year.
I understand that, but that wasn't his first year in the league either.
But they more than we, and it's been a bunch of different stuff all over his body. Like Andrew Luck retired because of this.
Yeah,
they say he's finally healed up.
Okay, and I'm not saying that isn't better for
and he's
them.
got experience.
If you told me Lamar Jackson is finally healthy, I'd be like, okay, I know what that looks like. But Trevor Lawrence is finally healthy. It's like, yeah, okay.
Some of that plus Liam Cohen, I guess
Yeah.
they give him the rub, like he'll get the best out of Trevor Lawrence. But I think that what I took from it was maybe C.J. Stroud was more hurt than we know.
Yeah.
Which will drop them and elevate Jacksonville. So kind of the smartest kid in the dumb room.
And, of course, this
If that makes
matters
any
because
sense.
the Rams play the AFC South all season.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they said Chiefs far and away because Mahomes. No matter how you put it, it always came back to Mahomes winning the West.
Dude, they showed Patrick Mahomes during the Women's College World Series last night no fewer than 900 times.
Really?
It was the exact opposite of the Taylor Swift phenomenon. that Taylor Swift was shown 8 billion times during the Chiefs game, and last night Texas Tech was playing Texas in the Women's College World Series. And by the way, it was a great game, super exciting.
Yeah.
And pitch, Patrick Mahomes, pitch, Patrick Mahomes, pitch, Patrick. It's like, dude, I get it. I know he's a Tech alumni. He gives money. He's famous. He's Patrick. I get every pitch.
Crazy.
Like, dude, stop.
Man, was Brady this popular this early?
No, not this early.
Yeah, this is the downside of him.
Yeah.
Because he may have 8 years of not winning.
Yeah.
And still be that guy.
He's everywhere. They could not get.
Did he have the
enough.
sunglasses on?
No.
No sunglasses.
No, he
okay.
cut his hair short. He was he other than we all know what he looks like. He was in a suite, but other than that, he looked like everybody else. It's just he wasn't everybody
from the
else.
insiders around the campfire, if you think Kansas City is going to take a step backwards, you're wrong. That comes from inside the NFL.
Reed
people.
plus Mahomes means I'll bet on that.
Here they come again.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Eagles. The Eagles have reloaded. They've got it going. Embryo stage of a dynasty. That's my words, but I'm gleaning from what they say. And here's something else that may shock you. Coming from the NFC North, who do you have winning the North? Who do most people have winning the North?
Detroit.
Okay. From what they say, the Vikes are going to win the North. That Detroit's going to come back to earth
with a rookie quarterback, basically.
They say KOC is just like Liam Cohen, is that good of a coach, and he's that good of a prospect, it won't be a problem. And they keep pointing to, did you see what he did with Sam Darnold? And this kid is better than Darnold.
It's a compelling argument. And I believe
their roster is fantastic.
I believe that Kevin O'Connell is a really good coach. I believe that Jefferson and Addison and the skill players they have gives any quarterback a leg up. You got a good quarterback, a good coach of quarterbacks in your head coach. You've got a lot of weapons. They took a guy who's a guy and turned him into a high level guy in Darnold. So there's proof of concept there. That does not. I'd buy that.
Me too.
Yeah,
I can see that.
That seems plausible.
Now here's the shocking thing. I mean, Vikes winning that division, not shocking thing. The shocking thing is Detroit actually comes in third. Green Bay jumps them and is the second best team in the North.
Is that because Green Bay got better, or is that because those two coordinators are in different places in Detroit?
Both. That Green Bay is getting better, that Jordan Love is getting better, and that Detroit is going to come back to earth a lot more than people think.
They lost, who's the offensive lineman that's so great?
Ragnow.
They lost Ragnow last week. There's a lot of things adding up in the anti-Detroit side.
Yes. So I thought that was interesting.
Let me ask you this before we move on.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Dan Campbell is not a good coach? That if all of a sudden, help me out.
I'm never going to say he's not a good
Ben
coach.
Johnson's in Chicago, and the Jets guy Glenn.
Yes.
So he's in New York, and all of a sudden the Lions just go.
You know what? I'll answer this way.
Is that not an indictment on Dan Campbell to some degree?
I will go back to what I learned as a player when you get hit with this question. This is the league. Everybody gets exposed.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So I guess we're going to find out. You're missing a lot. We'll see, and you're kind of banged up.
Not everybody.
So Vikes in the North.
Not
what?
everybody.
What do you mean?
Sean McVay hasn't gotten exposed.
No. I mean, but
he's lost everybody.
You can be exposed to the positive, too.
I understand, but this is what I mean. And going back to the Campbell comparison, Sean McVay has had an exodus of assistants almost from the moment he got here.
Every year.
Just every year there's outflow of brain talent and coaching talent and experience and collective understanding of culture and all this. And every year he resets it, and they just keep it cranking along.
You know what? I was going to say this. There was a new soundbite that I saw. I wonder if you guys saw it. And Lincoln Riley, listen up. This is what you say to your fan base. When Sean McVay said, I can't imagine myself not coaching. Mm-hmm. This was him talking about when he had that crisis of decision, TV or coaching. Mm-hmm. Now he says, I can't see myself not coaching. This is what I am. This is who I am. That's how you talk to a fan base.
Sure.
I'm here for the long haul. I want to do this. I love doing this. I want to die on the sideline.
I also like from that same. It's the Jordan Rodriguez article.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
one.
And
Yes.
she also says that he used to say "we, not me," and that used to be like on the shirts and everything. It was a big sticking point for the Rams, and now he's changed it to "we, then me," because he, for a long time, forewent his own best interests, his own self-care.
That's interesting.
And now it's you can take care of everyone else first, but you still do need to take care of yourself as well.
I like that.
Me too.
Yeah, I like that.
I love hearing that.
I like that.
Awesome. Okay, so the last shocker of them all comes from the NFC South. Some people have the Atlanta Falcons winning the South.
Okay.
No shocker there with Tampa Bay in that offense?
I would say mild surprise.
Yeah.
Because if you asked me, I would have picked Tampa, but Atlanta, I believe, beat them twice last year. And they were they were neck and neck with them going into the last part of the season, and kind of they went through a quarterback change. Michael Penix has a whole nother year of experience. There's no more of that weird dynamic. We just gave this guy all this money, but he kind of sucks. They're just going to roll with their guy, Raheem Morris, second year with his that makes sense.
That's what I thought.
Bad for the Rams, by the way.
It was kind of a nod to Raheem Morris as a good coach and a nod to Penix as being more than just a fill-in for Kirk Cousins. He's actually the guy.
Yeah.
A kind of a knock to Tampa Bay a little bit.
But it's not like Tampa Bay won the division by 5 games. They
True.
won it by 1 game over that team. It's 1 game going the other way, and it flip-flops.
Yeah, but like I said, this is insider stuff. They're talking to people that don't normally talk to the media.
Yeah.
So this is just pure insider. This is what's coming out of them. And you're right. They did. The Atlanta Falcons swept the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year, and we were talking about Tampa as the next up-and-comer out of nowhere football team.
If that is true, if Atlanta is the division winner, if Atlanta goes to the playoffs, if Atlanta has a good season, et cetera, that's bad news for the Rams. Not only because the Rams play that team, but they have their pick. You want the Falcons to stink. You want the Falcons to win 3 games.
To get a better pick.
Yeah.
But 2 in the first, I'm still happy with.
I understand, but you want 29 and 28, or do you want 4 and 28?
You know what?
Yeah.
Just because I like Raheem Morris, I hope it's, they do well.
I'll take the pick. Raheem's a nice guy. I've talked to Raheem a couple of times.
You still got 2 in the first round.
Yeah, DeMarco, stop it. You know I'm right.
Or
stop it.
Here's what you do. You hope that the Falcons have a slow start.
Okay.
And they have a bad record until a trade deadline, and you say, it's nippy because they'll be like, oh, they're going to have a really high pick, and then they can get better.
I hope the Atlanta Falcons go 0-17. Let's not get cute here. Let's hope that pick becomes the number 1 overall pick, because then everything opens up. I don't want the Rams to have the.
Yeah.
You know what you want? You want to have the 1st and 32nd pick.
That would be the best overall.
That's what you're hoping.
No
for.
doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're not going to go 0-17.
I like the campfire
but
stuff.
They could.
Yes.
That's great.
Love the campfire.
They could go through. They could have a bad year.
They could.
And by the way, that's what's so crazy. Everybody could.
In a heartbeat.
Every single team in that league.
The Eagles could crash, and a lot of things could happen. Yeah.
First of all the good teams have good quarterbacks. If your quarterback on one of those good teams is gone for a huge chunk of the season, that's it.
That's
it's
it.
a wrap.
All done.
You're not coming back from that.
But the Eagles, The Eagles aren't going to worry about money right now, are they?
I wouldn't think. Keep it going as long as you can.
Yeah, it's when the team if the Falcons up jump and become Super Bowl champion, they're going to have a problem because everybody's going to have their hand out.
Yeah.
Asking for more money. And that's where the problem's
but you got another one, though.
There you go. Right,
it's a good
right.
problem to have. Much like having Raheem Morris his first pick overall.
True.
I hope that's a problem that they got to figure out. Do you know a high school senior who's a leader, scholar, and an athlete? If you do, nominate him for the ESPN LA All-Star Student. That, of course, is presented by Rotolo Chevrolet. There are 5 winners. Each of them will receive a $500 scholarship, VIP treatment at our All-Star Friday night event. So nominate your All-Star Student today at ESPNLA.com. Thanks to Rotolo Chevrolet, the #1 Chevy dealer in the West region, in California, 13 years in a row. Come see what all the fun's about at Rotolo Chevrolet. And, I've said it a bunch. Your son or daughter, your grandson or granddaughter, your niece, your nephew, that neighbor kid that takes out your trash cans on the weekends when you're not home and is a good kid and does all the right things, nominate them. They got a chance to win $500. ESPNLA.com for the All-Star Student. I have an idea for the Dodgers. I'm not saying it should be, but something to try. It's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
All right, everybody, it is Friday. Sedano and Cap are ready to take over the bike. The Bicycle Casino, Park West, man. 888 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. We got a $10,000 blackjack tournament. The first time we're ever doing this. We're going live from 3 to 6. Cards start going down at 7. I can't wait to see everybody out there. Right after Mason and Ireland, we come on to the air, and then 7 o'clock, we play blackjack. We'll see you at the Park West Bicycle Casino. Get ready to party on a Friday with Sedano and Cap.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Big on protein, rich on flavor. The new $10 Islands Restaurant's protein bowls are here for a limited time. Packed with over 40 grams of protein and stacked with fresh ingredients for the flavors you love. Just in a bowl. Find your protein paradise at islandsrestaurants.com.
Coverage of the 2025 NBA Finals on ESPN LA is brought to you by Chumba Casino, your favorite online social casino. Play anytime, anywhere for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Head to ChumbaCasino.com and let's Chumba.
Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Get tickets now.
Look, I got a dog.
Ow. To the movie event of the summer.
You sure that's a dog? Yeah.
Rough. This Memorial Day, the summer starts with Stitch.
Adorable little psychopath.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch, rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Now playing only in theaters.
The power of Dell AI with Intel Inside is transforming the world of pro sports. Teams can see curveballs coming with predictive analytics. Coaches can use AI insights to help players improve their shots in real time. And fans can get more out of every winning moment with AI-enhanced replays.
Unbelievable! What a play!
See how Dell Technologies with Intel Inside can power your wins at Dell.com/win.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
So I sent Jorge something yesterday to Marco.
Oh, yeah.
That I think may be the one thing that I would literally bet my life on that you would not join me in sharing. Because it's
okay. It's not that crazy Chicago drink, is it?
No, not Bergamot. What is it called?
The Fromp?
Malort? What's it? Malort.
Malort. Yeah, it's not that. Okay.
So on my Instagram feed, I have a steady stream of cooking recipe stuff.
Yeah.
Right. There was a recipe and a video for michelada oysters.
Really?
Yeah. And they looked so good. And all I'm thinking of is I would eat 1 million of these. And I said, I'm thinking about how much you disliked micheladas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like, if I said, hey, DeMarco, why don't you and I go get some michelada oysters together, that you would sooner jump in traffic than go do that.
How was that presented?
So
I'm picturing oysters thrown in the
and they made like a broth, for lack of a better word. It's not
out
hot,
of a michelada
with tomato juice, Worcestershire, clam juice, clamato. What else was in there?
Put beer in there.
A beer, some shallot, and then they shuck the oyster.
Yeah. What was that clear bottle? I thought it was mezcal.
It might have. It was tequila.
Okay.
I think it was tequila, but you were in.
Oh, dude, I said, man, with this, I'll be making twins.
Yeah, really? That's okay. Hold on, let me Lee Corso. Not so fast, no. I mean, that sounds good.
But you would never go eat oysters with me. You've already tried to shame me.
We've already got that going.
Oysters with the boys.
Like I said, I know what's happening there. I mean, you're on the approved list, but that sounds actually pretty good, though. Yeah.
But you don't like micheladas.
I don't like to drink it.
Okay.
Maybe it's just how it's, but if you have the oyster and I can kind of dip it.
And they rimmed the oyster shell with tahini.
Yeah. Okay, see? You
and
may have something there.
And then he crushed ice, he puts it on a bowl.
Yeah.
And he
Where'd
puts
you
the
get
oysters
this?
on top. I'll send it to you.
Instagram. I'll send it to you.
You made this?
No. I saw it on Instagram.
Oh, you saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. That actually sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is what I like. I never know about you. Like
I love oysters.
You show strong opposition to me eating oysters with my friends.
I'm just saying.
And then you said strong opposition to micheladas, and now you're telling me that it sounds good. I'm confused.
Whenever I order oysters, it's for something. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. Just letting you know.
Oysters with the boys.
Right.
So if I have this right, you have never ordered an oyster without a predetermined finale to the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yes.
You've never gone to a restaurant, seen oysters on the menu, and just thought, boy, that sounds good.
No.
Okay. Then you don't like oysters.
I do like oysters.
No, you don't.
I do like
You're
oysters. Come on.
using them as a tool.
But I like them. They're good.
But then
and
why
that
wouldn't
sounds
you eat
good
them
too.
just to have them occasionally?
It depends on the company. I'm just saying. Yeah. Fun.
Boy,
but I
It's
do
not
like
it's
I
a
like
pill and it immediately happens
No,
right
no, no.
afterwards.
But you know,
it's not going to have.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to get a prescription to order oysters.
Oysters and champagne. Yeah, oysters and champagne.
You can keep it loaded, man. You just-
Oysters and champagne. I'm not having that with you and
But
Jorge.
I've had champagne before and just gone out to brunch and had a
But
nice
just the
day.
three of us at a table with oysters and champagne.
I would say they look like best friends. Like they're
Okay.
having a great time.
Then we just struck it rich someplace.
Then you go home and you do
right.
what you do.
Right. We just hit big in the
Oh,
casino.
man. All right.
Yeah,
well, I will
okay.
send you my Michelada oyster video.
Okay, please do.
I got it in the
Fun.
group. I put it in the group.
Oh, you
Okay.
put it in
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
Okay,
nice.
good. Join Sedano and Cap tonight at Park West Bicycle Casino for oysters and Michelada oysters. It's in Bell Gardens for the first ever Cappy Blackjack Tournament. Broadcast starts at 3. Cap, Beto, Morales, producer Lindsay, the whole crew, they're going to be there. Tournament begins at 7 o'clock sharp. Get ready for the party, party. And don't bring oysters to DeMarco's house.
I've never had them without a purpose.
Well, that's
I
what
mean,
I just let you know me.
It's a special
I
occasion.
like to paint a picture of the people in my life, and
Yes.
you're obviously a person in my life.
Yes.
and I like to know. It's like a mosaic, and I like to place tiles every single day.
There we go.
To kind
Yeah.
of flesh out the picture.
We're ribeye, burgers, enchiladas.
What if I got ahi tuna seared rare?
All good.
Okay, we're
there
okay.
we go. There you go.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
all good.
We're good, because that's what I would likely get.
Okay. Now, if you order absinthe, I'm leaving.
Well, that's what I might cut off my ear at the end of the night. That's what got Van Gogh.
Right. This is a different party.
Oh, that's so. For my 21st birthday, I was in New Orleans, and my friend and I did like a ghost bar crawl.
Yeah.
And we were there with a couple other couples. It was me and her were the only person that weren't a couple. And so, but one couple brought their young child on this bar crawl in New Orleans. And by
Okay.
young child, I mean like 5 years old, 4 years old, somewhere in that range. And Taylor and I were feeling great, and so we were just playing with this little girl, and we would like go outside of the bar. Because it's New Orleans, you could carry your drink outside. But we would like play games with her, play hide and seek, play some fun stuff. And eventually, throughout the night, the parents were like very happy that we were go-to babysitters or
Yeah.
whatever. That they bought us in celebration absinthe shots.
Okay.
We didn't need to do that.
No.
We did not need to do that.
Don't think I've ever had it.
Oh, okay.
Is
It's
absinthe
disgusting.
in a Sazerac? I think it is. The cocktail.
I don't think so.
I don't know what that is.
No.
Sazerac is a drink.
Yeah.
No, this is
It's
something.
not in there?
This is something different.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you had it?
Hallucinogenic.
I knew it
weird
has
stuff.
hallucinogenic and like the real stuff you can't even buy, right?
Right.
And here.
Okay, I had the real stuff.
Yeah.
We went to Prague.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Berlin Thunder. This is part of that story, the miniseries.
Yeah.
We got on a train and went to Prague and followed this dude. And something about sugar, they melted sugar into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing. Yeah. That train ride back. Woo! My goodness. Yeah, boy. Yeah. So one time.
Yeah, and that's the European
The
real
real stuff.
that makes you hallucinate.
Yes,
like the
real
American
stuff.
version, I think, is super not that.
I don't think so. I'll never do it again. that
Oh,
was
that
just
It is New Orleans, though. So
just the one time. Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a tweet for you guys. So, hey, Chris, is what the tweet says. Is from Capitano Matt. Can Travis and DeMarco do a hot tub drinking micheladas and I'm assumingly having oysters? So should we arrange for this to happen?
See, this is
That's
where
a whole lot of no for him.
I was just going to say, this is where I stick my hand in the air
Yeah.
first. I'm not getting in a hot tub and it's not a you, DeMarco. It's an anybody
Yes.
thing.
It's not even like a personal hot tub, like someould house's hot tub.
No.
I would say that's a no.
No.
Yeah.
I would go. There's there has to be this specific combination of events for me to go into a hot tub. At my house with my wife. And
that's it.
End of combinations.
That's it.
That's
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Never going to happen. But the oyster part maybe depends on where we are and who we're with and what's happening at the time.
What sort of mood everybody's
I'm just saying,
in?
right?
Oysters in a hot tub
Yeah.
is
yes.
choice.
And if we all go out to dinner with all of our significant others
Yeah.
and you introduce oysters, I'm going to look at you funny.
Well, now I have to.
What are you trying to set up here,
Now
man?
I have to.
Now I set you up. I'm good. Whether I eat them today, tomorrow,
Yeah, I
or
was gonna say.
like I'm cool.
Yesterday is not the best example of what I'm about to bring out because both Mookie and Shohei had a couple of hits each. But Shohei's having another MVP level season. He's Shohei. Shohei's Shohei. Mookie is not. Mookie is having, by normal standards, he's having a very fine season. By Mookie Betts standards, it's a little bit below the line. Now, that's a very high line for him, but it's not. I think a part of it is that whatever that weird ailment he caught at the beginning of the season, his bat speed.
The weight loss.
The weight loss, I think that has contributed to it. He had the weird toe thing.
The toe thing.
Yeah, he's missed some time, and he has not looked like A+ Mookie Betts. He's looked like B Mookie Betts. What if you flipped him in the order? What if just to get Mookie a few more pitches and give Shohei a few more opportunities to hit with guys on base? Shohei's killing it in the leadoff spot. I know that sabermetrically you want your best hitter to hit first because over the course of the season it's like an extra 20 at-bats. And I get that. But just this is where old school managers might have tried to, hey, you know what, let's, in an effort to get Mookie going, let's flip this a little bit because I have to go at Mookie right now because there's no way I want to pitch to Shohei with Mookie on base.
Right.
So Mookie's going to get pitches to hit. Shohei gets to hit with guys on base. Why not?
I don't know. I don't know why the adherence to just Ohtani at leadoff and leave him there.
Yeah.
I thought all managers tinkered with that, moving guys up and down the lineup.
He has been in the number one hole really since they put him there last year. They have not moved him at all.
And I love it. I do. He gets more at-bats, but every now and then to get other people.
Up left, right, left because you go Mookie or you go Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, so you get a left, right, left, so you can't match up out of all of that stuff. But getting Mookie going, I think, would be incredibly useful.
True. I wish Mookie would go back to right field.
I don't hate that either.
I wish he would go back to right field.
He's okay at short. He's okay.
Yeah. Return on investment or experiment is a what? I wouldn't say failure.
No, not failure at all.
I wouldn't say it's success either. It is what it is.
It's a modest success.
A modest success.
Yeah, it's not killing you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm with you.
I think there's some things he can do to make it easier on himself, but he wants to do this thing. But if you're Dave, here's the thing. I don't know who would make that choice. Usually it would be the manager to make that move.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dave has come up with that.
I'm sure it's been an idea that's been talked about at some level, and I'm sure that, look, the Dodgers are as analytically driven as any team in baseball.
Yes.
And the best guy bats first. That's kind of just the way that it goes.
Pretty good.
And it's working.
Yes.
I mean, they're in first place. Shohei's having a great season. Mookie's not having a bad season, but in an effort to spark something, why not give it a week? See, and if it's not really changed anything, then go back to the other way.
Yeah. And walk twice. What else did he do yesterday?
He had a couple hits.
Couple hits yesterday.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, I still think he's going to heat up.
I do too.
Yeah, just like anything else.
But if I could heat him up faster, like instead of leaving it in the oven, let's put it in the air fryer.
I'm with you. I wouldn't mind moving Ohtani around every now and then.
You know he hasn't had a stolen base in a month?
How many stolen bases does he have now? Because you're going to wind up being right, aren't you?
I think I am, but I got a little lucky. Let's see here. I think he's got 12.
12. And you had the number at what?
20. I said 10 originally, and then you gifted me 20.
You may wind up being right. I'm surprised he's not going more.
Well, here's what's happened. And I thought this would happen earlier, but I'm going to get the more he pitches, and I'm not even talking about pitching in games, but side work, the more he's doing the live PP, the more he's doing the bullpen stuff, the less he starts to run.
Getting ready to pitch.
Yeah.
Well, if he's running less, getting ready to pitch, he's going to not run at all when
he's going to be locked in. You said, Jorge, yesterday when you were at the game, you were struck by how fast he is. He's doing something right now. He can't hear me.
It's a big, fast dude. Yeah. Big, fast dude.
And if all of a sudden the ability of him to steal, right?
Yeah.
We've kind of I don't want to say taking it off the table, but we're using that weapon a lot less. isn't he more valuable with more guys on base? That the home run bat becomes a little bit more valuable?
We've been saying that for a while now, of course. I mean, usually if this were back in the day, he'd be batting cleanup.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying. He'd have a boatload more of RBI, I think.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he? With the way he's hitting?
You're just coming up with Mookie and Freddie and Will Smith, and those guys are going to be on base a bunch ahead of you.
I actually thought they would do it by now.
No, they that's old. Like the best guy bats first or second.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, what if they're all good?
George Brett would have batted first. Tony Gwynn would bat first.
That's it.
Like that's
Barry Bonds is leadoff.
You know what you probably have him? Probably bat him second.
Second? Okay.
He first and second. You can kind of flip. Trout bat second. Like the best guys bat first. Judge,
Great. You talking about speed yesterday. We're sitting second row, literally next to the dugout. So Juan Soto's looking at, every time he was at bat or he's making a play, whatever, he's the last one in the dugout waiting for the guys to come back. Then he's taking off his gear, whatever, grabs the iPad, puts it on the steps, and he's scrolling, just watching what just happened, how they got him out, whatever. Yeah, and it's just the way this guy plays. It's fast. He's strong. He swings hard. Same thing with Ohtani. They're running super fast. The ball went by a few times. I'm like, dang, the speed of this game.
Unless you are trying it the first, right, Juan Soto?
But there are a lot of ways to try hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, I mean, like, his way of trying hard is, I'm going to study every pitch. I'm going to know every characteristic. I'm going to know the way they attack me. I'm going to be as prepared as humanly possible in the batter's box. I'm going to take 8 million batting practice swings. I am going to be the best ever at this. I'm not going to run hard. That's for suckers. I'm not going to do that. But it's also, he's working, like Jorge said, inning ends, he comes in, he reviews his at-bat. Like, the dude's a computer.
And then he's calling the coaches like, "Hey, come here," and then discussing plays. What did you see? Like it was.
And that's
cool.
a tactical thing for you, right? Running out ground balls just to make them throw you out, or is it just a show thing? Because I can't stand the show part of it.
I'm with you.
Yes,
but errors and bobbles happen just often enough that let's run hard because it's the difference between safe and
just in case.
Even if it's 1 out of 50, we're on base one more time because you ran 10% harder. Let's run 10% harder.
Can I throw a scenario?
Yeah.
I hit a shot right to first base.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to sprint over there?
You caught it in the air?
No, not in the air. It's a ground ball, like a screamer.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're out.
Just making sure.
But if you had a rocket at the shortstop, I'm going to ask
Go
that
ahead
you run
and
hard.
that thing out. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
If the guy's got to just pick it up and take 2 steps to the right,
you want me to sprint down there?
That's false hustle.
Because you know how the Dodgers won that Game 5? Or it was Game 5, right?
Yeah.
Against the Yankees? Mookie ran hard to first base.
True.
And because the Yankees made a mistake,
and somebody
you can make a mistake.
He blew it. Right. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I
Within
don't have
reason.
I do not have a problem at all with the way that Juan Soto plays baseball.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Thank you.
Not even a little bit. If your game is, I'm going to hit 290, I'm going to hit 30 home runs, I'm going to be on base 42% of the time, I'm going to walk a bunch, cool, I'll take it.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't pay.
You're going to bench Aaron Donald because he's not pursuing the football. Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to bench him, and I'm not out of my mind. Hot and cold coming up next.
So you want to play in the 710 Listener Game? An All-Star Friday night, Friday, July 11th in West Covina? Of course, the Listener Game made possible by our friends, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Here's what you got to do. You got to come to Island Boy on Wednesday in West Covina to sign up in person so you can play in the 710 Listener Game. Islands, West Covina, Mason and Ireland's at Island Cap broadcasting live. Be there Wednesday and sign up to play in the 710 Listener Game. Thanks to Joseph S. Normand. We'll see you out in West Covina on Wednesday, Jack.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Do you know a high school senior who's a true all-star on the field, in the classroom, and in the community? ESPN LA, along with Rotolo Chevrolet and Capozio Buick GMC, is proud to present the All-Star Student Program. We're honoring 5 incredible seniors with a $500 scholarship and an exclusive VIP experience at ESPN LA's All-Star Friday Night. Nominate your standout student today at ESPNLA.com. ESPN LA All-Star Student, brought to you by Rotolo Chevrolet the #1 Chevy dealer in the West region once again. Come see what all the fun is about.
Hey guys, double down with me, Cappy, at the $10,000 blackjack tournament June 6th at Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Join us for a live broadcast from 3 to 6 p.m. and say double down with Cappy at the player rewards desk for a free entry into the tournament, which starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Live radio, real cards, big prizes. Seats are very limited, so lock in yours now. RSVP for more info on the tournament details at espnla.com.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that the results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Does RexMD really work?
Over 85% of guys said not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. And you can get your first month free at freerexmd.com with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit freerexmd.com to get your first month free. That's FREEREXMD.com.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump. As you know, we've welcomed a new partner here at 710 ESPN, Next Gen. Next Gen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to Next Gen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
If it's good that your birthday doesn't mean you can play the wrong imaging.
What's up?
Oh, yeah, that's totally my fault. Yeah, great. You remember what you drafted #1 overall?
I just wanted to test my theory.
Wow.
Yeah, she wants to go home early. Come on.
Wow. She checked out on us.
I did. Two hot things. One is Nintendo Switch. The new Nintendo Switch is out and people are waiting in line. Like my friend Peter in New York City was waiting in line for like 6 hours today to get his new. And I think they're also potentially going. This might be the last Switch.
Oh, really?
Because they're going to try to force into a different console.
I don't know what that is.
Like a Game Boy kind of thing with a bigger
So do you know Nintendo? You know Nintendo?
A Nintendo you can play right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've probably seen people do it, and it looks like a. It's less the size of a iPad, but it's like wide.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Game Boy.
You've
half of
definitely
the
seen
iPad.
one.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a, but like it's very popular, and anyway.
Okay.
But they have a new one out, so Switch is hot. What's also hot is knighthood. Jorge, your boy, is getting knighted.
Oh, David Beckham.
David Beckham is becoming Sir David Beckham.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that the ballerest thing that could happen to an individual?
I don't know what tops being knighted.
To be damed or knighted.
Yeah. I am Sir DeMarco. I don't know what tops that.
And they tap you with the sword.
That almost
Sir
beats
DeMarco
Dr.
Farr.
Farr, right?
Oh, look, Dr. Farr is pretty cool.
Very cool.
But you can earn your doctorate.
Yeah.
Right? Like somebody has to give you the knighthood.
Yes.
Now you earn it by doing something extraordinary, theoretically, but you could be the best soccer player in the world and not get knighted.
And not be knighted, yes.
Right.
Yeah, DeMarco Farr Esquire. Nope,
Yep.
Sir DeMarco still beats it. Yeah, knighted is pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you get like a suit of armor or chainmail or anything? Like, what do you get?
A sword?
Yeah.
Maybe. In the name of God, St. Michael, and St. George. Love that.
I just think that it's just how people can refer to you at that point forward.
Yes, sir.
Does a woman get? I know that
she's damed.
She's damed.
And you are, instead of knighthood, it's damehood.
Damehood.
And so, like, for example, Dame Judi Dench.
Yeah.
And so whenever she's announced at an award show, she could be not just Judi Dench, but Dame Judi Dench is nominated for Best Oscar.
Okay.
She gets the table.
Yeah. Sir Ian McKellen.
And then that Nintendo Switch is going for $450.
$450.
Yeah.
Wow. Is
Tariffs.
that up? Is that up from the last one?
So it's up like $100 in the last one.
Okay. Makes sense.
How like a PS5 is
500 to 800.
So it's kind of the same price.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, it is a very good console that people like, and you can play on the TV. It's not just portable. You can plug it into
$500
TV.
is like 5 rounds of golf, or if you go to like Muni's, it's like 10 rounds of golf. That's a lot of golf.
Can we do everything in rounds of golf? Can I play right in rounds of golf?
That's my unit of measure. Like whatever, like going out to dinner or taking a I could have a little handheld video game, or I could go play golf 8 times. That's not hard.
You can buy a golf game for your
week's
handheld
worth of
video
groceries
game.
or that.
I do think that some people who love video games might think it the other way. It's like, I could do 10 rounds of Anyway.
I got one confession. I'm still shocked that David Beckham is your favorite player.
Why?
I don't know. Really?
Yeah.
Are
when
you
he was
profiling
here?
Jorge?
I mean, have you not seen the way he played? Like I've shown you highlights and
Jorge's age group. Like it hit him right when he was.
Bend It Like Beckham came out when?
Okay, see, now that's something else.
What is that?
Bend It Like Beckham was like 2001, maybe.
2003, I think. 2003, 2004.
When did you graduate high school?
2004.
Oh, okay. See, that's right. Okay, that makes sense.
That movie, Bend It Like Beckham, he comes out at the end in an airport.
And it mostly has nothing to do with Beckham at all.
It's about girls soccer, right?
Yeah, and it's very it came out in 2003.
And he makes a cameo at the end of the movie. They see him at an airport. It's like, oh, look, there he goes, and that's it.
If you ran into him again, because I know that you did, at...
3 times already.
3 times, yeah. Would you say Sir Beckham?
Oh, because he hasn't been knighted yet.
The
next time, yeah, sure.
Ceremony has
Sir
happened.
Beckham.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would you bow down? Would you bend the knee to Sir Beckham?
You have to,
right? Right. I mean, avoid eye contact.
I also like how you just did like the Tebow.
To the gallows with him. Yes.
That's not really knighting, but okay.
Who did Beckham bump as your top guy? Or was he always your top guy?
Well, I mean, it was all the Brazilians guy at the time. At the time, it was Ronaldo, the original R9, phenomenal. That's
okay.
He was up there. Zidane, another Adidas guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so
then Beckham.
Okay. Who was your guy when you were 10 years old?
Pele.
No, football or baseball. Your favorite athlete, was it Pele?
Howie.
Yeah.
Howie Long was my guy. Yeah.
Mine was Troy Polamalu.
That's a good one.
Big Troy.
And then Claudio Suarez is Mexican national.
Okay.
Oh, that guy was.
That's not the Suarez that bites everybody.
No. Claudio Suarez is
Howie, Marcus.
best defender in Mexico back in the 90s.
Yeah.
All right, one last one. Here's Cold. Cold is Madden, and specifically because I'm going to stand up for our guy Cam Curl. Rams player Cam Curl. He tweeted yesterday that he's no longer playing Madden and tweeted a middle finger to Madden because in a trailer for the new season of Madden, he is in it, but it's not in a way in which he's making a great tackle or he's making a big moment. He is getting juked out by Saquon Barkley, who is the cover athlete of Madden. So if you were in his position, you would swear off Madden.
Somebody's got to be on the poster.
Okay. Oh, God. What is his name?
Oh, who's the poster that you said you wanted to meet that guy, but he was getting dunked on?
Who? Me?
Yes. You had a poster of someone in your room, and you
Michael
met the
Cooper.
guy.
Michael
Cooper.
Yeah,
because he's getting dunked on.
It was just because of the Sports Illustrated. We used to take the covers of SI and just tape them up in our room.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And it was Dr. J.
It was Dr. J hammering one.
Right. It wasn't because of him. It was just Dr. J. And I
he's
forgot.
under kind of...
Yes.
Yeah,
so I grew up with Michael Cooper on my wall like forever.
Yeah.
And that's what I tried to tell him. I forgot that he was getting bashed.
He's on the receiving end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't remember his name. It's a famous. Yeah, Isaiah Robertson. Have you ever heard the name?
Sounds familiar.
If Cam Curl if he would know anything, know this: Isaiah Robertson was one of the greatest Ram linebackers of all time. But he's also got the worst highlight of all time. You've seen it a million times. If you've seen any Earl Campbell highlights,
is that the one where the jerseys come, or he just runs right through him?
Right through the guy's chest. Yeah. That's Isaiah Robertson. So I would just say, look, you got to be out there to have a highlight like that. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I have, DeMarco, you're reading my mind. I have always said, where if you get posterized or run over or one of those things, is it embarrassing in the moment? Sure. But it also means I was trying to make a play. I was trying to make a tackle. I was trying to defend. Now, did I lose that matchup? Yeah.
Yes.
But I was out there.
Right. I was there.
Yeah.
That one and the poor guy that Barry Sanders turned into a hole from New England.
I know it was a Patriot. I don't know.
From New England.
It wasn't Ty Law, was it?
No, it wasn't Ty Law. A friend of mine that played there knows the guy, and he said he was the greatest guy ever. Like, he was a good dude.
Yeah.
It's too bad he got caught in that spin cycle. But it's a highlight. It happens. You're a
turned
pro.
the wrong way like 4 times in a row.
Yes, right. He spins the wrong way twice. Yes, it happens. Cam, You have to be out there for that to happen. So it's actually a badge of honor.
Guys that love Madden love Madden.
Yes.
And he may be disappointed that he's in the thing. Do you play Madden?
I used to play Madden quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it first came out, and then started having kids, no more video games.
Plus,
But
it
I
got
loved
complicated, man. It was
looked
before
so
pick up.
hard.
Yeah. It was pick a play, hit stick, and all that cool stuff.
Right.
And then it just got too complicated.
The jukes, the stuff, the what do you call that? The power button where you can push and go faster.
Yeah.
When to do that. All the strategy stuff, out-thinking people, I'm in. But that's where my genius ends. All this juking guys and how to run, that's next-level stuff.
I've tried to play Madden multiple times. My kids love it. And, Dad, you should play. I think you'll really like it. It's football. You'll like it. We'll teach you how to play. All right, let's give it another chance. And you put the controller in your hand, and they're like, well, hit X. And I have to look down at the thing, find X, hit X, and then the play has ended.
You gotta look
like,
to find
you just gotta,
X.
And they're like, well, no, hit the R1. I'm
Which
like,
one is
where's
that?
R1? How am I supposed to know what the hell that is?
Well, it's on the right side, and the first button on the right side on the thumb.
But I don't know that. Like, you say that, it makes sense to me, but I don't. Do I have it on my finger? Do I go up?
Oh, my God,
down?
that's funny.
It's impossible.
Yes.
So it got a little complicated when Nintendo 64 had that tri-handle on it.
Oh, yeah.
One in the middle with a joystick, and then the other had a cross. It was different games, different.
Once we went from the stick and the orange button on the side, that's it.
Yes.
I'm out of here.
Isn't FIFA popular?
It is.
FIFA's
well, now it's
insane.
called FC.
FC.
I play FC.
Why?
It's insane. It's fun.
Why is it not called FIFA anymore?
I think that
Contract thing.
the FIFA was no longer
Yeah.
paying the money to EA to do it.
All right.
Yes.
Now it's just football club, whatever.
Who's hot, who's cold? It's brought to you by NextGen, the official AC heat and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3-NEXTGen. That's 833-3-NEXGEN or nextgenairandplumbing.com online. The Dump is coming up next.
Or is it hot and cold again? Who knows?
We'll see. Well, get it right, Emily.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll figure it out. It's coming up next.
It's what's it? Factor Cap.
After a game one for the ages.
Shot up good with 0.3 of a second to go. Haliburton does it again.
The Thunder try to tie it up with the Pacers game 2 of the NBA Finals. Sunday, coverage starts at 4 p.m. Thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And Chumba Casino and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. Hear it on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Your home for the NBA Finals.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
This just in. The NFL schedule has dropped, and you know what that means. It's go time. Adam Schefter here with the Insider Tip. If you're trying to catch your team live this season, Vivid Seats is the move. For the best selection of games and seats, it's time to snap your tickets up now. Vivid Seats has great deals on great seats and the only rewards program in the game. It's no wonder they're the official ticketing partner of ESPN. So don't wait. Head to vividseats.com or download the app and lock in those game days.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. On the Travis It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button again.
What are you going to do? It's all right. You can almost start your birthday weekend celebration here in 10 or 20 minutes. Happy birthday. A couple here. Oscar winner, yes? Paul Giamatti.
Oh, actually, I don't know if he has an Oscar. He was an Oscar nominated
Sideways?
this year.
I don't know if he won for...
He was definitely nominated for Sideways.
I thought I saw a picture of him eating an In-N-Out with an Oscar.
Golden Globe.
Golden
He
Globe.
won a Golden Globe for The Leftovers last year. He's been nominated for 2 Oscars, including The Leftovers. No, Holdovers. The Leftovers is a show on HBO. Holdover.
Holdover.
I think
He
Thomas
was-
Hayden Church won for Sideways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here are the 2 Oscar-nominated movies for Paul Giamatti, and it's Cinderella Man and The Holdovers. And then, his dad was the commissioner.
Bart Giamatti.
Yeah.
Bart Giamatti, of course, is the commissioner who suspended Pete Rose.
Yes.
Yeah, and died shortly after that.
Right.
Like within months.
And he won.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
And then
said no, and he meant no.
I think Paul is also a Yankee fan, or is he a Mets fan?
I don't know.
I know he showed up at one of the games against the Dodgers last year during the run to the World Series for the Dodgers.
It was a Golden Glove that he took the In-N-Out?
Yes.
You ever see that picture of DeMarco?
Yeah.
I mean, tell me
I
that
like it.
wouldn't be the greatest thing, to win something that's a significant achievement like that, right? And to just go do the most common, fun, basic thing that makes you happy. Go to In-N-Out and grab a double-double and just leave the thing on the desk.
I bet he said, if I ever win this, I'm coming back here with this thing, and here it is.
Yeah.
The winners of Best Foreign Language Film this past year was a movie called Flow, a Latvian film about a cat. And the whole crew from that also did the In-N-Out thing because they were like, oh my God, well, this is how we have an Oscar instead of a Golden Globe. Beat Paul Giamatti.
You got to get an EGOT now and take it to In-N-Out. That's the next thing.
How old is Giamatti?
What was Giamatti's age?
58.
58. Okay. Well, I would have said older. Wow. Okay.
He was good in Cinderella Man. He's the kind of the
He stole
promoter.
the show, man. Yes.
He's honestly, I don't know something he's been bad in. He is a fantastic actor, but he's a very unique actor.
I know one he was bad in, but he was only in it for a hot minute. And then the movie got canceled. He was going to be a Marvel villain in Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah. He was part of one of the Easter egg scenes, and it just did not work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen The Illusionist? I think he's in that one.
I have
Yes.
not. Yeah, that
with
one's
Norton, right?
Norton. Oh, that
yes.
movie's
Very good.
That movie's
Yes.
dope.
It came out the same year as The Prestige, and that's why people
Super
didn't see
good.
The
Yeah.
Illusionist.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 66th birthday of Colin Quinn, comedian, game show host, Saturday Night Live, Weekend Update alum.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's very funny. Like, he never popped huge, but he was always kind of around, very, very funny guy.
A little persnickety at times too, and I think that too. I think one of the coolest clubs you could be in like American culture is the Weekend Update host, because so few of them, and almost everyone has gone on to fantastic things. Everyone's so smart and funny.
SNL?
Yeah.
Oh, he did that too.
He was in some sketches, but he was mostly the Weekend Update guy.
Why do I think more MTV with him?
Yeah. What was that? What was the game show he hosted? He hosted.
I could see it. I can't.
Me too. Something out. Was it Time Out?
Something like that.
Something
I
like
see
that.
him and Kurt
Remote
Loder
Control?
in the same vein.
Remote Control.
Remote Control.
That's what it was.
He and Kurt Loder are in the same vein.
Yeah. Kurt Loder.
Yeah, right.
Man, there's a name.
Voice
I
of
haven't
our
heard in a long
generation.
time. It was today in 1984 where Kurt Rambis and Kevin McHale had their brawl in Game 4 of the 1984 NBA Finals. That, of course, is the famous clothesline where Rambis is going to the hoop.
From hell.
And oh, you have the sound? Let's play the sound.
Here's Kareem, outlet to Worthy. Rambis. And now let's watch it. Cooper and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty. As Larry Bird helps Kurt Rambis up, he was decked by 2 Celtics and hit the floor hard, and both benches have emptied. And you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming.
Well, there's a strategy in the NBA by some coaches. Don't let the other team make a layup.
It's a good strategy. Break the other guy's neck when he goes for a layup is a very sound strategy. If that's what I think that's Tommy Heinsohn, who was a Celtic, saying, well, that's the strategy. No, he's a foul is fine.
Yes.
Trying to decapitate a man going
That's
to the
bad.
hoop is the next
he went
level.
a little Don Cherry, but hard fouls used to be okay in basketball.
That was a very hard foul.
Say what you said earlier.
2 shots.
Yes.
You listen to that clip, and here we go. Let's watch what happens. Bench is empty.
A clothesline.
Bench is empty after where, by the way, Kevin McHale, Hall of Famer,
Yes.
One of the, a key member of that. So takes out Kurt Rambis, a key member of the Showtime Lakers. There's just short of a riot in the building because the two teams have emptied. And it's like, okay, everybody back to your benches.
2 shots.
Nobody's ejected.
Yes.
2 shots. Let's keep playing.
I miss those days, don't you? Yes.
It's different. It's different.
I don't know if the players have gotten softer over the years, but I'm sure the league has gotten more sensitive to stuff like that.
Both.
It has to be, right?
Both.
Yeah. I think one follows the other.
I think if you this is the way this game is played, okay. You learn to you learn to protect yourself. You learn that I may get my block knocked off.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that if LeBron James or who's another great player in the other, Jokic, Shea, whoever, Dirk, they would have learned to play in this league too.
Of course.
But if all of a sudden you just happen next season, there would be an ejection, a suspension, and God knows what else.
Yeah, if you can play it all the way through in fast motion, it would be funny. To get from that to foul hunting.
Oh.
Like the game is completely changed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the flopping is coming to
That's
the
what
league.
right. It's weird.
The whole thing.
Yep.
2001, for only the second time in NBA Finals history, 2 opposing players scored 40 or more points in the same game. Iverson for the Sixers had 48. Shaq for the Lakers had 46. They each surpassed the 40-point mark in Game 1 of the 2001 Finals. Of course, that was the game where Ty Lue was on the ground. Iverson steps over him. Lakers lose that game but win the series 4-1.
You know, it's the one-of-one theory. You'd have to put Allen Iverson as one of one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There will never be another player like him.
No,
I don't think they'll
I
allow
agree with
another
you.
player to be that.
Well, he was so athletic and so good and so tough and so relentless.
Right.
And small.
I think now you'd be shooting threes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you'd
You're
be
right.
shooting threes now.
Iverson on his best day was 6'1".
Yeah.
On his best day.
On his best day.
And what was he, 170?
Maybe tops.
And
Soaking
would
wet.
go to the rack over and over. He was awesome to watch.
Get knocked down, get
He
up,
was
knock
so
down,
much
get up.
fun to watch.
And he was okay on defense. He at least give you an effort.
I like how you said it. I like if you said who else plays like Allen, nobody.
One of one.
Yeah, nobody, not really. LeBron James records his 110th 30-point game in the playoffs. Let me say that again. Today in 2018, LeBron James recorded his 110th 30-point playoff game, passing Michael Jordan for the most in NBA history.
I don't know what to say about him anymore. I really don't.
There's not much left to say. It's going to be the Wilt Chamberlain thing. You know, we joke about it. We joke about it all the time. And I steal this from Michael Thompson. If there's an NBA list that named the players who did this, Wilt Chamberlain's always, so's LeBron.
Put LeBron in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
LeBron's on the list, too. A couple of premieres. Kung Fu Panda was released today.
No way.
Very funny movie.
You guys a fan of Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, dude, that movie's deep. There's a couple scenes on there from the turtle talking to. It's a deep movie, man. If you really pay attention, it has really, really good messages in it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Did you not?
But I don't remember the messages.
I don't. I just remember it being kind of funny.
It's deep. It's a deep deal.
Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah. Con Air, released today in 1997.
Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Yes.
Sex in the City premiered today in 1998.
Were you a fan?
No, I never watched that.
Oh, really?
I didn't. I'm not a fan. I just I've never crossed paths.
It was in the rotation. Did it come on before The Sopranos or after or somewhere around it?
It was
after The Oysters.
After The Oysters. So it was Big Love, Sex in the City, Sopranos,
I watched
The Wire.
Big Love for a little bit.
Yeah,
that never really.
Those
grabbed
are my
me
top
either.
HBO shows.
What about the male? Was that Thomas Jane in that?
No, that was the male prostitute
That's
one.
which one is
Big
this?
Love was Bill Paxton, with multiple
Utah.
wives.
Oh,
Multiple
this
wives.
is a Utah.
The
that
polygamy
thing. Right.
show.
Yeah,
That's the word.
Polygamy.
Yeah.
Polygamy. It took me. It was in the back, and I just
It's
needed
in there.
needed to get to the front. Super Crosstalk's coming up next.
All right, everybody, it is Friday. Sedano and Cap are ready to take over the bike. The Bicycle Casino, Park West, man. 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. We got a $10,000 blackjack tournament. The first time we're ever doing this. We're going live from 3 to 6. Cards start going down at 7. I can't wait to see everybody out there. Right after Mason and Ireland, we come on to the air, and then 7 o'clock, we play blackjack. We'll see you at the Park West Bicycle Casino. Get ready to party on a Friday with Sedano and Cap.
one of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles. East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Take me up and never put me down. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hey, John Ireland here. Laker fans, meet Pro Baller Energy, the official energy drink of the Lakers. It's a natural, healthier alternative packed with ultra-premium ingredients like organic agave, electrolytes, essential B vitamins, natural caffeine, and it's NSF Sports certified. It fights fatigue, sharpens focus, and supports your immune system so you stay locked in longer without the crash. Grab the limited edition Lakers can and rep the team in style. Pro Baller Energy. Champions choose clean energy.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Tune in to Mason and Ireland all week for your chance to watch LAFC this Sunday, June 8th at BMO Stadium inside the 710 Suite with Jacob Imrani. Listen for the cue to call and be caller number 7 for your chance to win sweet passes. All thanks to calljacob.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. So, as you guys may or may not have heard, today is Emily's 29th birthday.
Yes! I dropped her a note this morning.
There you go.
29 again, Emily.
What were you doing on your 29th birthday?
Oh, God. I was doing a sloppy solo morning show in San Diego.
You and John were not together yet?
We met. It was pre-us.
We met 2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later. I started in 92 at the age of 29.
Was this at Extra?
At Extra, yeah.
Okay.
Mighty 690, yeah. And they put me with some guy named the Butt Brothers, right?
What?
Some
Oh, yeah, that was a great show.
That was great. They just flew me out and said, okay, do a show with these guys known as the Butt Brothers.
What were the Butt Brothers' specialty?
I don't want to know.
They didn't know sports. They just said stupid
was it a sports
things.
show?
It was a sports show. With
they were on,
quotes.
I believe it was in Indianapolis at another station and they wanted them out of that market, so they threw them on in San Diego.
They threw them on in
was
San
their name
Diego.
Butt?
Yeah, the
B-U-T-T.
No, was
Bob and Dan.
Bob and Dan Butt Brothers. Yeah, the Butt Brothers. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
You know, like Jake Butt, the tight end at Michigan.
Is one of their names?
Why was it sloppy?
Because I was thrown in with two guys I didn't know and had
Okay.
never worked
Name
with.
the Butt
I
Brothers.
thought so.
Yeah.
It was called Mason in the morning, but I was stuck with two Butt Brothers.
Interesting.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Did you know what you were doing at this point in your career?
I had a pretty good feel.
Yeah.
I'd done mornings for 15 years by the time
okay.
I got there, so I knew what a good show was,
You
and I
started
knew
in
I
the
was not
mornings
doing
at
one.
14 years old?
That's
15.
funny.
15?
Yeah, 15 on WGOR in Toledo, Ohio. Before I went to 93Q WRQN.
What about you, Ireland?
I was in San Diego at KUSI. I just showed DeMarco and you a picture of me covering the Dream Team in 1992. That showed up in the Dream Team doc that a listener sent me this week.
With a way
is it
different
the one
haircut.
about the college team that allegedly beat them?
I was there that day.
Did beat them.
Yeah, I was there that day, and they were not talking about it. You know,
Yeah.
there's a whole doc about it now.
I've seen it.
But nobody would admit it that day.
So the college guys won.
Yeah, and there was all these rumblings. Wait a minute. That like Bobby Hurley and Grant Hill beat
Rodney
these
Rogers.
guys,
Yeah.
and the next day the Dream Team came out and destroyed them. They were so mad.
Were they not taking it seriously?
Right.
Oh, they
And have you seen the doc, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
The other big thing is Jordan barely played.
Oh,
Well,
in the game that they lost, he barely played in it.
Pippen wasn't playing any defense, and
Right.
they told him the next day play defense, and nobody got a shot off.
Well,
So Trav and I have something in common today. You're going to the dentist.
I am.
I am going to the dentist. I think we're going for completely different reasons.
I'm going for a cleaning.
I did that 3 days ago. Must
Yeah.
be in the air.
Yeah.
I am going because I have a piece of dental floss stuck between this tooth
Oh,
and
I
this
can
tooth,
see
and
it.
I cannot get it out.
Oh, man.
Another piece of dental floss won't get it
no,
out?
I tried another piece of dental
Have you
floss.
tried one
I
of those
tried
picks?
an 8.5 by 11. I tried the picks. I mean, I did
Well, that's gotta
everything.
drive you crazy.
It's so annoying. It's like there, and I'm like, I got to go to the dentist to get the.
How does
Here
that
I am
happen?
doing
Yeah.
the right thing, flossing my teeth.
Can you
With
see
what?
it?
Yeah.
A little.
What
Are you
type of
sure it's
floss?
in there?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's definitely in there because I.
Okay.
Like the stick, or did you have the?
No, I use the string.
That's never
Yeah,
happened
it's
before.
terrible.
Ever happened to you?
I have just a really tight spot there.
So I thought I had something like that. This was 20 years ago,
interesting.
and I was convinced I had something stuck in my teeth. And it was driving me crazy.
Right.
Like I couldn't floss, picks, everything. I was
Sucks.
So finally, I go to the dentist. The guy's like, "Yeah, there's nothing in there."
Oh, God.
Oh,
I hope
really?
I'm not
Yeah,
wasting
All
like
in your
he
mind.
goes, you might have aggravated the gum because you were
Yeah.
picking at it so much, and it might feel, but there's nothing in there.
That was the
that would be a
absinthe.
waste of time
You're
if I wind
hallucinating.
up there today. Now, you should go to my dentist.
I like my dentist.
Yeah, no, but this dentist is better
Because
because she gives you nitrous when you get your teeth cleaned.
are you that anxious about the dentist?
I am that anxious.
Oh, I like the dentist.
Oh my God, you like getting your teeth cleaned?
Yeah.
Oh, I freak out.
Laura, I don't know if Laura's
I
in
don't.
there
I
yet or
can't
not.
deal with the
Yeah.
scraping and.
I don't love the
picking,
sound,
the
but
picking.
The
Yeah, yeah.
picking,
I-
the
when it's all
scraping.
done, it feels so fresh and clean.
But you know what's so nice is if you don't have to actually feel it or think about it or look at it, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's already done.
I can't remember the last time I had nitrous. Do
I
you?
got some in the
No,
car.
it's been a while. I got some in the car.
Are
In a
you
balloon?
Are you a nervous dental patient, John?
No.
No.
Yeah, I have a great dentist. So I go to the Laker dentist, Ray Padilla. He's great.
Yeah.
So they gas you.
Right, you put that thing on you
The
inhale.
second they take the gas off, are you sober again?
Sober again. That's the weirdest thing about nitrous is like you are like
You're inhaling the
you're
gas.
inhaling it,
Yes.
and then the moment they take it off, you're like, I'm back to
It
normal.
clears. It clears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Doesn't
immediately,
sound like
but
the
yeah,
end of
you
the
clear.
world.
That's funny.
Do they have a? Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
John, you've traveled everywhere.
Yes.
I'm rooting for OKC. I just don't know if they're fan base or a bunch of jerks.
They're not.
They're not. They're nice
No.
people.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like it's like a college town. They don't sit until they score their first basket.
I like that.
When they give away the free T-shirts, they actually put them on.
Yeah.
Unlike a Laker game, I'm not covering up my Tom Hardy $400 T-shirt. They're great, and I think they're going to come back and win. But
Is this an 0-1 Lakers situation where the Sixers grabbed a game and then the Lakers just
I think
thump
so.
them?
Although they better quit playing with their food, because if the
Yeah.
Pacers win Game 2, which is what they've done before, they may be too far out in front and you can't catch them.
They were never able to get the knockout blow. Like they just it was 8, it was 12, it's 9, it's 13, it's 10. It was never out of reach and it was never super close until they were behind.
But all night, Oklahoma City, it was weird. First of all, they changed their starting lineup, which they haven't done all postseason.
Why do you think they did that?
Matchups is what Dagnall said after the game. And at the end of the game, Lou Dort, their best defensive player, I've watched this play 3 times. He didn't guard anybody. He was
lost.
Siakam was his responsibility,
But the smartest thing Indiana did was they didn't call timeout.
Oh, yeah.
So they just had to match up. The Thunder had to match up. So Cason Wallace, who's a good defender, took Haliburton. But what did the Thunder think the Pacers were going to do? There was one person that was going to take that shot.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for 2 years.
You talked about how he didn't do anything. How many finals have you covered?
9 in person.
9 in person.
Yeah.
How different is the pressure, intensity, vibe, whatever you want to describe it, of the finals relative to all the other rounds of the playoffs? Is it that much different?
I think it can be. There's, the lights are brighter. There's more people there. And maybe Oklahoma City didn't know what to expect because they're the youngest team in the league. But the Pacers only have, I think, one guy that has a ring.
But it does feel like when you're the underdog, like the Pacers are, it's a little easier to say blanket. Let's just go out there and see what happens.
Right.
That when you're the heavy favorite the way that OKC is, and you're pretty inexperienced in that environment, and just the weight of this is what we've been working for all season long, and we can't put these guys away. Is that a real thing?
Yeah. But again, if they win Sunday, I think they're right back in the driver's seat. So, I think it's the biggest surprise for me last night. Mike Breen had a great call. No bang.
There was no bang?
Oh, you're right.
That is so weird.
He was asked about it today, and he said, I save it for threes. He said, I've only used it once on a non-3. It was Kobe over Phoenix in the playoffs early in my career at ABC, and I just said from there on out, I'm going to save it for threes. But, man, it would have worked there.
Last night was not bang-worthy.
Not bang-worthy.
Yeah.
Not bang-worthy.
Apparently it wasn't worthy of them to paint the finals on the court either.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
What the hell?
They didn't paint the finals, and then I always expect them to you show the national anthem, right?
Yeah.
You do the player introduction, all that stuff. It just felt like kind of a regular game at some point.
I said perhaps the NBA is embarrassed. They don't want to put their name on this.
Put this on? Yeah.
I didn't even notice that the finals weren't on the court until Emily pointed it out to me, but it is
Yeah,
weird.
a lot of fans pointed it out.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
So OKC, of course they want to win. To make this a dynasty, a run from OKC, do they need to win this series? Can they lose and come back again next year? I guess is what I'm asking.
Sure, but you can't be dynastic if you only win one title.
Right.
So, you've got to win 3 before I even start throwing
Better
the word
grab
dynasty
3
around.
and 4 or 3 and 5? Or they both?
Well, if you win 3 and 5, I think that works.
I think absolutely. You're in the run.
So,
okay.
But people talk about the bad boys as having a dynasty. They only won 2 titles.
Yeah, they won 2.
Mostly they were
No, it has to be 3.
They were the punching bag for the Bulls for a lot of years.
Yeah,
it has to be 3. This squad has potential. They're young.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, lots of upside.
Yeah.
But
like we talked about yesterday, if
you get this close, you can't afford to not get it.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
And they're better than the team they're playing.
Yes.
It's not like, hey, this could go either way. They're better.
Well, you compared it to Lakers Sixers when Iverson won that one game. What you're hoping for, if this is Indiana, is that this is Lakers Pistons 2004. So Pistons come out, win the first game. In the second game, Kobe needs to make a circus shot just to get it to overtime, and the Lakers escape. And I was packing for that trip, and I said, okay, games 3, 4, and 5 are in Detroit. And on purpose, I packed a suit I didn't care about for Game 5 in case the Lakers won because I knew I was going to get champagne all over the suit. So I thought the Lakers win 3, 4, and 5. I better be ready for that. Instead, the Pistons won 3, 4, and 5. Like, the Lakers were heavily, heavily favored, but they just never answered the bell. And that's what, if you're a Pacers fan, you're hoping is that Oklahoma City's got caught up in the bright lights and they're not ready.
Good luck with your dental floss.
Thank you. Good luck with your cleaning.
Yeah,
Sorry you're not going to have any fun.
To it.
Sorry you're not going to have any fun.
I'm going to be feeling great.
Yeah.
I'm going to be feeling great. Hopefully there's nothing in there. And it's
Oh, no, that would be ridiculous.
No,
if I get in there and there's nothing there,
all in your head?
What have I wasted my time on? I've had dental floss in there for like the last 12 hours.
I've been there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Keep me posted.
Yeah, I will.
Keep me posted. Yeah. See you on Monday at Supercross Talk.
All right, everybody. It is Friday. Sedano and